Didn't start it.
Smooth.
I'll take it.
Good.
Ooh, sweet, sweet.
Your sentence is 8 weeks in didn't start Florida.
The bitchless realm.
The what realm?
The bitchless realm.
Oh, it basically just strips you of your arm paint job entirely. Whipping the elf armor. Makes you realise that some of the default armors have quite nice colour schemes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I reckon.
Do you know? Oh, they do have a normal picture, I expect.
I don't know why you're making me doubt myself about that. I'm pretty confident. Ugh. Ugh.
Ow, that hurt.
No, it didn't. Shut up. Ugh.
Slappity slap. A Carl.
What the hell?
Rock on.
You hear this? It sounds.
Sounds like you and me last night.
This is the most fun I've had. Why is this so fun?
It sounds more alive than it should.
Rock. Why is this so fun?
No, don't.
Why is
Don't.
this so fun?
Stupid ape. Oh, he's got those sideburns. Oh, he's a true
Spiffing Brit.
God, I can't. How did I mean he does? But he's been playing it more than me. That's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
Infallible commitment. I don't know what he's up to now. Monkey. Right, you leaf rot. Who's that? This guy.
Drill 'em and grill 'em.
I've got it. I've got it covered. Don't you worry.
Alright. Let's set up.
Hmm?
Oh, probably, I don't really have to change one.
Wink and poop.
That was me going live.
I know that. Not that. Not that.
Leaving for orbit.
Leaving for orbit.
Alright, well, are you live? Are we alive?
Are we
truly
alive?
sentient?
I don't think so. I don't think so. I'd like to thank everyone for getting us to 344 subscribers. We don't have to spend any time at 343.
Yeah, we really risked past 343.
Yeah.
Which, if you want to bring us back there, point is, yeah.
No one
cool beans.
unsubscribed. Only because
Yeah.
I don't want to be at 343. No other reason.
And if you do unsubscribe, get someone else to unsubscribe, so then it's
Or get someone else to subscribe.
342.
342.
Secondary thing. Why did yesterday's stream do so well?
Because it's Christmas.
We're all gonna die.
Alright. Third thing. Why did the news video get a copyright claim?
Oh, the song had singing in it. It was like an actual song. In the video, there's a song in the trailer.
Yeah. And we also got a copyright claim on the stream, so
Oh,
I
what was
assume we
that
didn't
for?
go streamer mode.
Oh, right. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't affect us, but moment, but
No, obviously, but we need to be careful.
The thing is, it actually kind of does, because if we ever make money in the future, we won't be able to make money from those videos. Not that they're going to get a lot of views afterwards, but
it does also kind of fuck with the sending the videos out.
Well,
I think
it's not.
Actually, I know what age restrictions do. I'm not sure about copyright.
It's definitely worth getting used to being cautious of. I'm not just gonna. It's not wise to just ignore it, even if it doesn't really affect us that much. Doesn't help to be silly about things.
So, gotta be sharper.
I don't know exactly what we could have done with the trailer.
We didn't know it's copyrighted music.
Well, that's true. That's true. I wanna put blisters on an elf.
That's not very nice.
I'm in my pajamas. I'm sleepy as fuck.
Are you snug as a bug?
No.
I am. I'm always as snug as a bug.
How can you always be snug if you don't know what it's like to be unsnug?
That's not how that works.
Eventually it will. TLDR, allow me to unsnug you.
Alright, that's it. Well, I had a great time, going to be honest with you.
And all your dreams come true.
Very injured.
What are you doing?
Mine.
It's the Trifork volley of zip lines.
Yeah, how am I supposed to do?
Elf. Elf on the shelf.
What do you mean it was a live recording? Check your oxygen, please. Elf secured. Performance point bonus activated.
Elf secured. Elf secured.
Swarm, they're here.
Kill the elf. Oh dear.
Oh shit, fuck.
I heard gunfire. The man of steel is here to save the day.
It's past your expiration date. Explosives, boys.
Shit, I just shot Monkey straight in the face.
He's
I meant to
refraining from
press
shooting
X to
monkey.
the shield booster.
Oh, the irony.
Last kill. Think you could kill me? Well, think
Think again. Oh!
gotta wait for the reach off.
Treat it like deposit.
Red sugar. Rat.
I'm enthralled. I can't tell you how excited I am.
Why
Yes,
not?
I can. Not very. Hello, Numbario. I'd like to point out that it's unwise to say things like good morning or good evening, given time zone differences.
Good afternoon.
So, good morning, Numbario. It is the afternoon.
Wow, isn't the world a magical place?
Yeah. I mean, think about it.
Yeah,
What the fuck?
you better be in awe and majesty of the universe.
I am.
Yes.
I thought the point was that I thought the point was that the Earth was enough.
Oh. Dude, I like the voices.
No, Mario. It's not. There isn't only good morning and good night. It's the afternoon here.
Good morning, good evening, good morning, good afternoon, good night.
Good.
Truman Show.
Truman Show.
Words.
I just realised that
Yeah.
it's called the Truman Show, but he's not a real man. He's not a Truman. He's living a
Wow.
fake life. Should that have been like? I've never heard anyone say it.
Say what?
Like,
But that's what that is.
point that out. Yeah. Did you?
Yeah,
Is that? But is it actually a thing though?
I really don't think so.
Oh.
Maybe,
Yeah,
but
but seriously though, but the name that's the name that
but
was
then again,
chosen.
no. But he is the only true man there.
But the last,
And I mean
then
that.
there you go.
He's
He
the
is the
only
true
real
man.
person.
Yeah, I think that can't be a coincidence.
Probably isn't.
No, I don't. It would make far less sense for it. No, not midday, Mambario. What the hell? It's just good afternoon. It's just.
Yeah.
Although good,
Afternoon.
good. Yeah, there's no good midday. You just say good day. I think.
Good day. Yeah. From now on, that's what you have to do. Whenever you come into the chat, you have to say good day.
It makes it's
And
the
it's
most
really
neutral,
formal.
isn't it? It's the most or just
And
Glad
it's
tidings.
G apostrophe day.
good day. Good day, mate. Good day, cunt.
Yeah. Swear is optional.
The swear is option. I disagree.
All right. Well,
Swear is prohibited. Swear.
oh,
No swearing.
the
You're
swear
alive
should
on
be
the internet.
provocative.
Please don't say fuck or bugger.
Wait, Harry, we are live on the internet.
Fuck bugger.
Fuck, I said shit. Shit, I said fuck.
You can't. Oh, my foot. I've got pins and needles.
Get them out.
Get them out. Bring them inside. Warm them up.
Put them in your foreskin, they are cold.
Oh, no. Oh, Jesus. Accidentally disconnected my mic twice in a row.
We gonna like the deposit?
Are we going to deposit the Tritolite? Apparently, because they added the voice line, the lasers apparently soften it.
Yeah. Well, no. Yeah. No, I think they say that in the menu. Actually, didn't
When?
say anywhere.
No,
Yeah, I must have heard it.
No,
in the
because
voice line.
these things aren't in the minus manual for some reason.
Yeah.
No.
I knew that somehow. So I guess it must have been on the.
It
had
must
the
have
right
been.
voice line.
Yeah, it's a new one though.
I did watch like the first 20 minutes of a new voice line video, so it might be fine.
Well, yeah, that as well. I mean, that's really the same thing as hearing the voice line, but focused. Look at that!
What?
I don't know, swarms. Hold on, I just realised you don't get like different swarms in point extraction. I don't think. No. But do you even
Where's
get
your
them
proof?
in anything other than Mine Expedition? I've been thinking about this. Because I think you're doing refinery. I think refinery swarms work exactly the same as mine expedition, so. Or pretty much. Or at least I don't know, it's weird. Like, because for example, egg hunt, I like egg hunt, but I'd like it to be different swarms.
I like Big Bertha, but it's not enthralling gameplay.
Yeah. Not a bad way of doing it.
You just gotta stand in there. Better than Let's Spray. Fuck Let's Spray.
What?
Not Let's Spray. Let's Storm.
Right,
Fuck
okay.
Let's Storm.
That was weird.
Wasn't weird. Very normal.
That was very not you.
It was very me. Saying the wrong thing.
Oh, right, yeah, that part is, but I mean, like, the thing that was said.
Yeah. Guess who's running Let's Spray right now? This guy.
This guy right here. Right here.
Unnecessary amount of violence to that slasher. Running Big Bertha, but still has plenty of AoE to kill with swarmers.
Well, it's Big Bertha.
Thunderhead is so good.
Thunderhead is. Can we agree that the Thunderhead is the best weapon?
Like.
Go on. Go on.
Like, is the point of this to be vague in that just the best weapon, no follow-up?
Yes.
I will agree to that, yeah.
Yes.
I think all around, best weapon. By every single criteria, it is at least up there, unlike some others that will falter. So I think overall, definitely best weapon. In the gameplay, design, just fucking everything.
It's the best all around, easily.
And it's not inherently that it's best in all of those categories, but it's really high up and best in some, which would, if we had a scoreboard, a score like tally chart or something.
What is it best in? I guess like AoE DPS, which is a bit obscure, but yeah, it sort of dominates that idea of like consistent suppressive AoE, sustained AoE, you know, which nothing else really does.
Definitely, yeah.
Burning Hell, I guess, kind of. It's like a whole weapon. It's about just sustained hitting everything directly and via splash damage. It's just can't go wrong. And then there's someone who's just like, oh, Big Bertha sucks because it's inaccurate compared to like Lead Storm Overclock. It's like, oh well, it's the most accurate.
It's about grunt-sized reticle. Like, if you're looking at a grunt, unless they're like the other side of the cave, you're likely going to hit them.
Just the most accurate you can make the Thunderhead, or equally accurate to active stability system. Is that what it is? No.
I guess that's probably one thing that it would rank lower down on is accuracy, which I don't inherently think is an important thing considering all the other things that it excels at. But that is something to know.
That's just like to keep it in check, though. That's just...
Which realistically, if we really wanted to milk the shit out of something, we could try and like break down like weapon types or like types of damage, type of things you would need, like accuracy, rate of fire.
So this could be done
area.
in like the form of a tier list, but it would be a specific category.
Basically,
not like a hierarchical ranking.
After a stupidly long amount of time, we would then be able to like give them like score numbers or something, and then overall state the best weapon. In our opinion, I guess technically, but I feel like at that point there'd be some, you know.
Well, off the top of your head, it's like, I guess there's probably 4 categories of weapons, right? Which is like single target, AoE, generalist, and like support.
Yeah.
Right? Off the top of my head.
I feel like I don't know, because I feel like I don't know. Types of weapons, I'm not sure if that's really. because I don't know, because obviously you can build every weapon to like kind of both, right? Like obviously, some of them not so much. Like M1000, you can never really get it past like single target. Best you're gonna get is like hipster with like piercing. That's like best AoE you're gonna get on that. But then you've got like single target Thunderhead, which is a really good single target and AoE at the same time, and it's like you can't really.
That's why the Thunderhead is a generalist or hybrid. So
yeah, but I think every gun would fall into
yes,
hybrid.
which is why you
except,
have
like,
to be
two.
blunt. No. I think this is what I mean by being blunt. I can probably just do it all in my head, just on the spot. So, except I can't because I would go in order of like site of engineer, and it's like Warthog. Okay, Warthog.
Single target.
Yes, but then you would have to factor in like turret whip.
Hello.
As a mod, so it's something that you can.
There's an elite
always have.
detonator, Harry.
I'm aware of the situation.
I was like, oh, I detonated it, and then I noticed the eliteness of it. Yeah, well, I don't know. I guess you could break it down.
It's probably better done in like a how much they apply to that category rather than just directly putting them in it. It's not.
Yeah, no, I think
it's like a rating, isn't it?
Yeah.
In each category, how much they do that thing.
Like single target damage, and you would get like, because even then though, I'm like, I don't know, like single target that doesn't really make much sense. I guess it's just like what high damage per shot. I guess that's really what single target often ends up meaning. Like the more damage you do with your bullet directly, which I don't know. But if we could like get that down, like to what? Yeah, to categories, and then with I don't know. Probably could figure out because I'm also thinking, fucking like other categories as well. Like not even like in gameplay wise, like design wise. I think Thunderhead is fucking up there, right? Like it looks and plays fucking rad.
Rad.
Rad. I guess it plays like a normal fucking gunner thing. Ennis needs a fucking range on that bad boy. He's nice.
What
I
the?
don't really have time to be doing that.
I don't have time to do anything.
What build you got for the lodge?
Lodge.
Oh, you're using your necrosis volatile impact reactor. There's no volatile, whatever the other one is.
Volatile impact mixture.
That's the one.
Oh dear.
You get me?
I think I can. I just don't know. I feel like he's right behind me all the time.
Oh, good thing you have your panic.
And he basically is. Put a shield down, please.
Holy shit. How screwed are we if he detonates?
Kind of. Oh.
Does he get quicker the lower health he's on or something?
I don't know. Probably not.
I don't know where you are, Harry, but he needs to go.
It's gone. I'm just gonna go. I can grab a resupply in there.
Wasn't it not radius? Didn't he just end up having more shrapnel bits?
It's a slightly bigger radius.
Probably should have got the resupply for the health, but I really didn't need it.
This ain't bowling, this is Hoxus. There are no rules. Why just put up a ziplock?
I feel like we're screwed. Like, I don't know.
This is one of those situations I haven't been in a very long time where it just feels completely unconquerable, and that the problems just aren't going to go away.
It's one of those things where the only really idea you can really kind of have is complete the fucking mission and get the hell out of there. Also, Ass's Pit is just violating me beyond means. I fucking hate the gunner so much. I actually just don't like playing gunner at all. I find his zipline annoying. I find his shields annoying. I find his guns annoying. I actually don't like playing gunner. I just had this epiphany. Like, not actually fond. It's just his overwhelming strength is often nice. Pretty much, monkey. Yeah.
Explosives, spikes.
You fucking hate you shield so much. Why are they cutting me off? Why are they so smart? Oh, they're not cutting me off, they've just gone to a different target. Fuck. Oh, I didn't press X, fuck.
Press 6.
Okay, this what is this fucking build? Because it can't be duration. Because it's definitely not size. Is it recharge speed?
If it ain't size and it ain't length time, what is it?
Things about to go through. Let's clear them out.
Jesus.
Insurmountable odds. Right, is there any quarks on the map? Up there. Oh, what are you doing? No way!
We have nitro, right? Okay, we do actually.
Yeah.
Thanks for fucking Lord. Let's get another one going.
Yeah.
On that, there and ready at a moment's notice.
Right, there's the quark right up. Okay, there's one in the ground here, I think. Yep, that's one. And the other one should be in this room. I saw it on the map. There it is.
Jesus, Mother of Nazareth.
24 minutes,
amount.
alright. Did you say Jesus, Mother of Nazareth?
Yeah.
Oh,
Damn flares could need an upgrade.
don't go down the hole, please. My only priority is getting my men out of here alive.
Okay, wanna see? Oh, I have even nuts. Oh. Oh, it just wasn't them on the way out then, I guess.
Did you have them? Like 4?
Yeah, 3.
You have 4? You have 3.
Oh.
You-
We only did 2. I did my math wrong.
What?
But I do have 3.
Okay, so sorry. Well, that was really confusing, Tyler. How many do you think we need?
2.
That's great.
I think we did it.
That's really cool.
Just realised I also hadn't actually activated the core. Okay,
What?
please don't be another elite one. Okay, it's just an normal thing. Oh.
Explosives flying. Swallow this.
Oh, all I have is mineral canisters now. Holy shit and fuck, I'm done. Forgot I didn't have any shields. Probably should have grabbed a resupply just for that. No, they're coming.
Go on, shoot me.
There's an elite slasher on me. Well, that's something at least. I've got everything. Hooray!
What do
Oh,
you
not got everything. I still need to buy some in the store. Just take out the spit fuckers. You'll be fine.
I'll be fine, will I? Holy lag spike. Oh, the normal detonator.
Yeah.
Pod inbound. Stand clear.
Oh, hi. Nice place to be. It's like on an altar. It's like you're on an...
You fell from the heavens.
Fuck all y'all.
For takeoff.
Oh, no, I
Please
thought I
don't.
said my priority was getting my men out here alive. What the fuck was that?
I just heard a sniper. Harry, don't you even dare do anything. Just get. Like. Fuck.
Whoa!
Christ.
Sometimes
Jesus.
you need that. It jolts me. It makes me hard. In the sense of I'm hardened.
Oh. Thing is, it's just I'm never playing my main on missions like that. Oh, fuck.
Ow! You just produced a very shrill sound.
I did not.
Pierced my
just
eardrums.
moan. That was not entirely pleasant. And by the sounds of it, it wasn't much for Monkey either. He's lagging around like a motherfucker.
Good work. Go treat yourself to a mulled brew.
A what? Don't got any of those.
Just realised once again that unclaimed infused matrix core, Enor Pearl, baby. That's actually handy. I want
It's
that.
all over now.
Oh, I guess I can start buying stuff from the store.
A what fence?
Selected. Powering up the drop pod. Get on board, team.
Yeah,
Yeah.
zang around like a motherfucker. You're 120? Whoa! I didn't
What?
realise how good mineral canisters were. No wonder you always have so much.
Yeah. This is what it do. Volatile guns.
Drop pod.
Brutal head.
Time to leave.
Wouldn't mind. Preferable alternative to none.
Infestation problems. Automated turret, mate.
No, not Berserker, please. Thank you very much. Well, if you're gonna go,
Stone in the heart.
keep going. I've got to go toilet.
Rock and stone. Rock and stone.
Sleek. Well, that really fucking blew some wind into some sails or out of some sails. I'm not sure. That was stressful as fuck, though. That's all I know. And I know that I don't want to play shit. Fuck Gunner. Fuck you, Gunner. Smelly piece of wank. Oh yeah. Oh, elimination.
Yeah, what were you planning on bringing? What was that going to be?
Don't worry about it. Don't worry.
I'm
about
worried. I'm gonna stay. Well, we just changed. Monkey.
Monkey. Monkey.
He's never going to connect, is he?
Alright.
I can see he's connecting. I don't know why he would try after he just had to leave because his connection's so bad to the game. It seems like a
Come on, guys.
thoughtless endeavour. Who?
Fasten your seatbelts.
Instant.
Instant.
Instant. Instant.
Let go.
Yeah. Let go.
Let's go.
Woohoo.
What is that symbol?
We're the best.
Let go.
Let go.
Getting younger, you know.
Sequence initiated.
Leaving for orbit.
I'm surprised you don't have more people complaining about your random screaming. Why would they complain when it's so hilarious?
Oh yeah, you know it.
We need screaming Harry.
Maybe I should
saying,
ask
"Play
you."
the clip."
Yeah, I haven't done that. I should. I guess I couldn't have done. I could have done that yesterday. Actually, I could have done.
What, screamed?
No, I screamed play the clip for the
Right. Yeah.
But you know, it won't be. It'll be a while till we get to do that again.
Probably.
I mean, I actually on the dev stream earlier, I got a question answered, and the question was, can we expect a roadmap anytime soon? And they
The
said,
answer?
yeah, next year.
Oh.
Well, fair.
Right.
Next round is on me.
Okay. Okay. Oh dear.
It's funny how I wouldn't have a problem with any of this if I if they were doing normal updates still, but at the same time I like the performance pass.
Yeah, the performance pass is good. Keep people playing.
Gives me something to do in DRG. You know, like
Yeah, but you're done though.
Yeah, you already finished. Oh,
yeah.
How? Well, I know how, but why?
Needs assembly. Send, go get him,
Just
boy.
do. Yeah, I don't know. It just there's pros and cons, but the cons don't feel like they should be cons. They just seem to be consequences. Is that what cons stand for?
Yeah, no, I think it's maybe it might be consequence. I don't know. I think it's conceits. Maybe.
What's the other positives?
What? Pro. Yeah, yeah. What?
Oh, that's pretty bad.
Platform.
Okay, well, that should. Yeah, although as mentioned, obviously the roadmap isn't actually going to tell us much, but it's interesting why it's taking so much longer than last year to get a roadmap out.
Well,
What did it
It's
was last time? Besides grenades.
what?
Well, it's what last year. Although I guess last year they kind of knew that they were going to do secondaries, so it probably wasn't that big of a thing for them to even think about. They just had to write secondaries. So I can only assume it is them this time around not knowing what piece of equipment they're
I mean,
going to
that was
add,
a
or even if they
fucking
are going
useless
to.
roadmap.
Yeah, but we got that one like within
You
a week
find
of
it. Let me
launch.
out!
Meanwhile, this one is going to take like what, probably around a month now. Well, more than a month. So we're
That's
like
why I
2
think we might
months
get it
of
when they come
launch.
back, I guess. If it's next year.
Yeah.
When they get back to work.
Yeah, I don't know.
But not as bad as usual.
It's just kind of weird that they couldn't even write down some words. And it's going to take them 2 months to do that.
What's not
Perks, abilities,
do we?
overclock.
I know we don't. I mean, there's certain things we do and don't know, and I don't know if.
Yeah.
I'm sure they started working on something before the roadmap comes out, or whatever it is.
Well, they only announce stuff when they're sure it's going to be a thing, right? That's their
Exactly. So they would have started
gimmick.
working on it.
Right
Before.
now they would be making concept art and stuff for season 4.
That'll leave a mark.
Huh?
Like mapping stuff out. If they
Oh,
were
yeah.
working.
Probably. I would be. As in, if I was like an artist at Ghost Ship, I'd be drawing shit all the time. I'd be, if I was an artist, I'd be secretly trying to completely dictate the direction of the game.
You'd
By
be do that no
constantly
matter what
creating-
position you get.
I'd just be constantly creating concept art for stuff I want to see and then just bringing it in. Being like, oh, what about this? What about this? So I can actually get them to do something.
No, that would do the exact opposite, Harry, though. If you're constantly getting them to do shit, it just means they're not going to be able to do anything.
Sorry.
Because you'll be like, oh, work on this. Oh, come on, guys, get this done. Come on, guys, do this now. Come on, let's go. And then
Yeah,
they just
maybe,
have,
but
like,
I
76
guess
different
I'd do it in
enemy
a
types that
way.
you've added.
No. I wouldn't show them everything. I'd find a way to do it that wouldn't end up with that result. I don't know how. It just wouldn't be.
I
that
guess
way.
I'll take your word for it.
Yeah.
Who freezes, guys? I don't actually.
Apparently,
Does not
the
look
play
it.
the clip is the only time Numbario accepts my screaming. Well,
That's fair.
At the beginning of
'Cause
the
I don't accept
roadmap
you
video,
screaming it
just
any other
yell,
time.
play the clip.
what would I? No, I got to yell something
For
else.
no reason.
Got to say, show the
Yell
words.
roadmap.
Show the script.
Oh, I'm out of here. And by that I mean I'm so dead right now. Yeah. Fuck. I don't know. It's just kind of
Fumble more.
worrying. Like, I don't know, I don't know what it says that. Yeah, they can't even.
That's a lot of goo.
Yeah. It feels like a pretty poor, bad taste in interpretation of it. But
It might be.
That thing almost took my beard
well,
off.
no, because obviously it's not that they can't be asked or anything like that. It really, I can only assume that it comes down to the fact that they don't know. They actually don't know what's coming next, or what they want to do next, which is
It's so much
its own
goo!
issue.
Everything people ask them about, they're like, in the future, in the future, in the future.
Yeah,
I'd like the
Like,
future
so
to
what
be
do you
now.
plan on doing now?
yeah. And they get to pick from that list, really, don't they? Like they got so many things they could do. Like, oh fuck. And currently our bet is perks. mainly
Yeah,
because
that's
they
what they've
haven't
talked.
responded with in the future. They've responded with we want to, right?
Yeah.
It's like a current thing that they're talking about is what it implies.
I think the reason the time between updates, and by updates I mean like updates on what's happening, the time between those, the reason why it concerns me so much, or I don't like it, is because it's like, oh fuck off, oh fuck.
Oh, Harry, got cramp, dude. Yeah. Why does it concern you, Harry? Okay, I guess the cave beach got him too. Oh, meteorite.
Gonna land on my body.
Harry, you're not gonna continue your sentence.
I can't.
Why not?
Oh no!
'Cause I'm
looking at the clip now. No.
Because everything's gone
Oh.
wrong. Because everything.
Oh.
Shockers and.
I think this
caves.
might be a dud. Because the
And
thing
a
is,
meteor.
I'm way more panicked when I'm down than when I'm up.
That's fair.
So I can't really think about things. I just need to focus on watching
Like
you.
lying
but
dead.
I'm just focused on watching you fail. It's because it's just like it's just the wait for
Whoa.
I don't like there being such a long wait when I know what
Whoa.
to wait for is it's just the next season. Whereas like beforehand it was like, oh yeah, it feels like a long wait, but I know whatever's coming next is like probably what the game needs most is the next update. That's how it was before. But it's just like now it's just like this feels like a ridiculously long wait for something that isn't guaranteed to be the best update for the thing the game needs the most right now, or by that point. You know? By the time the next update rolls around, I don't think whatever Season 4 is going to be what the game needs the most.
Are you kidding me? Yeah, I mean,
But
because
back
what the
before
game needs...
Seasons, every update was what the game needed the most at that time, so it didn't matter how long it took, you knew it was going to be the right thing.
Yeah, the issue is though, is that what the game needs right now the most is quicker updates.
Yes, that's actually true. That's more what it is about over anything, actually. Because honestly, these seasons would actually be really great if they were more frequent. It is the right balance of content.
It is just
I'd argue
taking
that
them too
I mean,
long.
especially season 2 was, in my opinion, would be perfect if that's what you get every 4 months. Actually,
Yeah.
because this is the thing. Season 3 has objectively less content than season 2. I realise because season 2's got its event and its warning, but it's also got the nemesis just as an added thing. But season 3 doesn't even have its nemesis. It doesn't have this bonus enemy that's just thrown in to that can be in any mission. And season 2 also had weapons.
You know.
So in my opinion, season 2 was like actually really perfect. Probably what I would imagine is perfect for them. But I guess not. I don't know, man. Weird.
Yeah. It's not a pleasant place to fight them. Yeah,
Just have to wait and
Hello.
see. I've waited so long.
it's just once again, it's like I feel bad because they're not like a giant quadruple A company, like fucking pulling out like having like hundreds of thousands of employees, right? Like they're just
Hundreds
small.
of
but, like, I'm
thousands. What company? What developer?
You know what I mean?
Developer with 100,000.
The
That'd be a
Blizzard
disaster.
dungeon.
Yeah. Point is that like I don't know. It feels like we're comparing them to that, but we're not. We're just literally like we were comparing them to themselves a year ago in just putting out a roadmap, and they are failing miserably. Because posting, like, I don't know, just I don't know, like it's pretty normal to be held at your own like
Held against your own standards.
schedules. Yeah, like, yeah, that. Yeah, but it's like, you know, if you normally do things a certain way at a certain time, it's not unreasonable for people to expect that.
Yeah.
I mean, how long did it take for season 2 roadmap? It wasn't long, was it?
No. Because remember, it was like we had it by this point after, season 1.
No.
That's why it's concerning. But at the same time, there's something else I was going to say actually. It's like it's the forgotten queue, isn't it? You've got quality and quantity, but then there's the one that people forget about because it doesn't actually start with a queue, and that's frequency.
Guess there is a queue in it. Yeah.
Or Quincy, if you want to be an asshole. But it's like
I think from Bleach. Actually, you wouldn't know that.
It's from Bloons Tower Defense 6. It's Quincy. Quincy, son of Quincy. Nothing gets past my bow. That's what he said.
I'm glad you know that. Eh?
Except things do get past his bow. It's like a massive meme. He just misses. He just. Have we tried Valheim? Kind of like Dwarf Fortress, but in 3D. Well, I haven't tried Dwarf Fortress either. I'm so not.
I think
Valheim.
Valheim is just like a. Wait, Valheim? Isn't that like the Viking game?
Viking game where you build and you go kill big monsters.
Yeah, I do want to, but I think that's just PC, isn't it? And my one could not run Deep Rock or anything.
It's an indie studio. I don't know if they have a console port yet.
Yeah,
maybe he could
I haven't seen any words of it. But I would like to. I've had nothing but amazing things about it, but it's just not possible. I couldn't play it if I wanted to, so it's annoying. And the same carries over to Harry.
Let's see Viking Simulator. Seems awesome.
The hell? How did you get down there? Dude! Please! Leave me. So my point was, what I was getting to is that it feels like, obviously, maybe the next season will be the same time season 2 was last year, which would still obviously be too long, but at least it's consistent.
But currently they're behind.
The quality
schedule.
The quality isn't dipping, but the quantity and frequency feels like it is. Which is just really it's upsetting.
It's not good.
We got Ebo Nut. What was it? Ebo
this
Nut
is like
images?
the thing that I've been disagreeing with everyone on since season started was that the quality was in trouble. I don't think it ever was.
No, everything is still of quality. They put 110% into everything.
Remember me that Axel Kurz
the issue
video
is,
he made?
Yeah.
He was so doom and gloom, and I was like,
God,
it's so good. It's just.
Thing is, we were actually we actually just kind of I don't know if we disagree with him. It was we weren't really on his side at first, and I don't know if I am.
First of all, we hadn't played it by then. He released a video before we even had it on Xbox, but he kind of made the points that we were already kind of agreeing. Or he really took at the end. He mentioned his issue with it. It's all been downhill since seasons. Like he said that. And as much as we disagree with his reasoning, we can't disagree with his result in that it has been downhill since seasons. It's just a kind of a fact that the game was nothing but highs and amazing, but then the seasons occurred and it was kind of like started being mixed, and it was like, oh no, why is this occurring?
Yeah, it's not as bad. It's just that it's the first time it's mixed, and it's just like there's a possibility that we need to accept that, but I don't want. It's not like I think the game's going to get bad. Even I don't think it could ever be made worse. I just don't want it to be stale or stay stale, kind of, in a lot of ways. I think there's things that they could do to make it really, really exciting that they're just not doing. So it's not like they're making bad choices, but I don't think they're making the right ones either.
Although I'd argue that it still feels like we have too small of a data pool. Because let's be honest, right?
I know, but but the thing, by season, we have to be objective by season 4, though. We can't just be like, oh, it's still too small. By that point, we have to accept that this is enough for us to judge them.
Yeah, but I think it's something that season 1 or 2, the guns were like amazing, right? That content was up to standards, if not exceeding it, right? They were it. It just then fell.
It was
to the
experimental
robots.
guns as well.
Yeah.
Season 2 was especially, and they really got it all right.
Yeah.
Pump, and then Wave Cooker got like Gauss pistol and everything. They got experimental. Even with the grenades, it's like.
Yeah, but the issue with the grenades is that's my thing. It's like the season 1 and 2 they had the equipment down. The exact right amount, the exact right quality, quantity, everything. They then just faltered with the robots, right? Obviously, I think quantity-wise, the robots were there, and quality isn't the word I'm looking for, because the quality was there, it's just the direction of the quality faltered, right? The robots were very well executed, but it was a very poor plan, right? Like it's like they executed it to perfection, but it's just the plan was not a good one to begin with.
I feel like maybe if they had like playtesters that had the mindset of the player base,
Maybe we should.
could have been changed.
Oh,
during
that shouldn't be us then,
development, but
probably, because I don't think.
No, because we actually don't really agree. Obviously, I do agree that robots was a mistake, but I don't think they're as bad as people make them out to be. But I think
a
it's
mistake. I think they shouldn't
it
have.
would have helped,
I think
though.
they shouldn't have been a mistake, but that's just that should have been a good idea because we've got robots are cool, man. We've got so many bugs already. It should have been good, and it was good.
Yeah,
but people still didn't
feel
like
like
them. But it's really
maybe-
hard to pinpoint what the actual problem with them was.
Once I got
Robots-
good at fighting them, I stopped disliking them. I was just like, yeah, it's just kind of the other faction.
yeah. Like they were also like I think they were quite a big Hail Mary, right? Like to be out the gate season 1 with this entirely new faction with entirely new mechanics that like come with.
Well, I think
completely
season.
different.
I think season 1
Yeah.
had to represent. They wanted it to represent a big change in every way.
I know, but I feel like that may have been a bit of a mistake, to be honest with you. I think it
Should've
may have
eased us
been a
into
better
it.
plan. Yeah, to go in with it like with parasites, like what they did with this, where it's basically
This might have
Glyphids,
been a
but,
better
like,
season
new
1.
thing.
Maybe
Yeah,
they could have split the faction into two for the 2 seasons.
You know what? This would have
Ease
been a
people
really
in.
good season 1, actually.
yeah. Although I feel like this is only as good as it was because of the mistakes that were season 1 and 2 in actual gameplay content, right? Obviously, equipment-wise, they're fine, and I would argue that's the issue with season 3 is the grenades. They're not comparable in any regard. They fail
Guns have
in literally all
overclocks.
regards.
Grenades don't.
Yeah.
Well,
They had to add like 3 grenades per character, and that still wouldn't actually rival the amount of content adding a single weapon would be to a character.
Yeah.
And I think they kind of knew that, which is why they didn't even try. They just added 1 grenade.
That's actually
But I feel
that
like-
is kind of fair, but also not obviously. Oh wait, sorry.
Oh,
Oh, you
shit,
could tell
just
every
jumped
time I-
straight in front of my ice spear.
Did
Every
I?
time I use the stun
Yeah.
sweeper, I love that. I love that thing so much.
Yeah, no, I do think that they're still good additions to the game.
Yeah.
But I don't think they were the
It's
plan. I don't think they should have. They should have been like grenades and
the
this other
moon.
thing. Grenades. The grenades should have just been slipped in amongst other stuff. To be honest with you, perks and grenades, something like that would have worked a
That
lot
could have
better.
been season 3.
Yeah, I feel like grenades they did not hold their own weight compared to primary and secondary objectives.
Well, I feel like
So-
something like just a couple grenades is like it would be fine if it was like plus like overclocks as well, where it's like
Yeah,
where it's
just,
like but
just-
not
they just
necessarily
needed
one
more.
for every weapon, but also actually maybe one for every weapon should be the standard. And then but you have that as an aside to something else.
Yeah, I don't
And
know.
that's still wouldn't
Grenades
necessarily
should
equal
not have
weapons,
been.
but that's more like what it should be. It should be like
It's because grenades they haven't changed how anyone plays the game. It hasn't. Like like the new secondaries, literally like right now I'm running the fucking wave cooker. It changes how I use the primaries because the wave cooker's like the fucking what's it the blistering necrosis, right? That in and of itself added a lot more to how people play driller than the fucking ripper. Like it's just the experimentation and the replayability and all that stuff of just a single overclock on a like eddy gun, really, I guess. But like even considering on the new secondaries, just doesn't equal with the use of the grenade, because the grenade isn't actually, most grenades didn't change anything, I don't think. Like the Ripper just kind of has helped in bunkering.
I think the Ripper encouraged. Yeah, apart from bunkering, I think the Ripper does actually encourage some
Even
interesting
though-
ways of playing, or you're just using it, not necessarily a whole
Even
play
though-
style.
Even though I love stun sweeper, it is like the cryonade a lot.
Yeah, you just kind of throw it out and it kind of deals with your issues, really.
I like the
isn't it?
stun
Like, if
sweeper
you're
because it
rezzing
can
someone-
complete it
Especially if you're
completely
rezzing
stop a
someone, they do the same
Praetorian.
thing.
Mm.
Yeah, like it's just the issue is with the grenades is that they're not something that you will build your build around or anything like that. Like it's not something you can focus on. They're just grenades. You just press like whatever button it is for you, and then job done. Like you don't need to do any more than that. Yeah, like it's only such a huge part of Driller because they're terrible at balancing his grenades, like axes rather.
Driller class.
Yeah, like it's just I don't know. It just felt like a misplay, which didn't help with the fact that the actual quantity was lacking in the other mission. Because I would argue, parasites are really good, like very satisfying to kill, very fun to kill. I mean, now that I've actually had some proper parasite swarms, they are really fun, but obviously there just isn't enough variation. There's not enough numbers of them, or like not just numbers, but like a variation. And it's just, I don't know, it feels like they're making more mistakes than they used to since Seasons, but I feel like that may just be it would have happened anyway. I feel like because they're trying to 110% themselves constantly, every single fucking update, and like every single thing they add is like more than and better than the last time.
Like adding a whole elf set with a Bosco framework and a pickaxe.
Yeah.
Like they have to top themselves. They just can't stop themselves.
Yeah, they literally the way they even said that in the video, or like in the Steam thing, but is that literally like they cannot stop themselves from going like 110% in like even a fucking like.
It's not actually that. So it's not actually that they're trying though. They're actually just getting caught up in what is really, objectively speaking, a waste of time compared to.
Yeah, and the issue is that kind of stuff is a really hard like habit to break, because what the hell are you gonna do? Like, you want to equal yourself or like do worse, right? No, you should always be aiming to be better.
God, it's gonna open up the cocoon again.
Yes. Yeah.
Even with like the biohazard pack, like they had to top the other sets by having like liquid
but I still think
pipes.
It was how it should be. No, I don't. Yeah, but that was fine.
No, it's fine. It's just they always have to be like, okay, Robot Rebellion had some physics. What if we add physics and animation?
Yeah.
Since yes, I mean seriously, but like since Seasons, even the DLC have been bigger and better than the other ones, right? Like the Robot, not the Robot Rebellion, but yeah, the gun sets,
Rival
right?
Tech.
They're floating, the Rival Tech gun stuff, the floating parts to those guns. It was like
they
completely.
They move with the animations and the reloading and everything. They like decompress.
Yeah, they were completely uncomparable to like every other framework in the game, even the ones that are DLCs.
It makes me happy for the next gun framework, because it's going to be next most likely.
You'd think it should be. Yeah, it should be.
Yeah, they did 2 armors in a row.
So. And it's just, I don't know, because it's really hard to talk them out of it and them to talk themselves out of putting so much effort in, because it's like, why wouldn't they? It makes a better product, but it also makes a
DRG's doing great numbers wise right now.
Yeah, no, they're doing better than ever.
What they do.
Being completely reinforced into it. Like, more and more new people are playing the game. It's getting bigger and bigger. Apparently it's in fucking Tesla cars now, and that was the whole thing. If you saw that.
People are trying to get all
Personal
the
quest by Elon Musk
right now.
Yeah, like it's in such a good state where it's just not really possible that they're going to talk themselves out of the rut they're currently in that they just focus too much on unnecessary stuff.
He's on fire. He's not stopping being on fire. He's not.
Oh, here's some ideas, brainstorming. You guys always like.
Go.
My friend's idea for the weapon framework was organic, because they haven't done that yet.
Actually, infected different, right?
Yeah, and player guns.
I think that would definitely work, because I think. Harry, you think we'd do a gun skin next season, right? I think that's
gun framework for DLC.
There is a pattern.
I'd rather it be. Actually.
Yeah, I want more gun. I didn't even expect them to make Biohazard. I thought it was going to be a framework.
I want like steampunk stuff with like moving cogs and like shit. So
Yeah.
they would do that now.
Because if they're
'cause-
doing animation, they could either do steampunk or
yeah, that's what they haven't done yet for
different
weapons.
types.
Is weapons with moving parts on them, like just constantly
Yeah,
moving.
I think that's the next step for them because they haven't done that on guns.
Cogs and like steam valves that go up and down and stuff.
Yeah, but I think you guys are going to appreciate the fact that you just fell into their trap. The trap that they fall into. Literally, because moving
We have
parts
to talk
will
about
make
how we
frameworks
have to
take
do it.
even longer, right? And it's gonna require
so
even more
many guns.
resources, and it's gonna
You know,
obviously
stop-
I think that's
stop-
an area.
Stop adding frameworks so you can no more frameworks because we want more weapons, and it would make it harder for them to. You
Yeah,
know.
that's the thing.
True,
More
true.
weapons, a new class, or female characters, all of that becomes so much more impossible.
A what?
Not
A
that
who?
probably
A
the
what
frameworks would
a
affect
who?
anything of that. But you get what I mean.
Female.
The more they add, the harder it is to.
female.
You know, it's just I don't know. It's just they're just
Ooh.
constantly like they're being like what we are. Because even I'm a victim of it, right? The fucking game mode I made, it's a plus, so on, so
Right,
forth.
Dan, I'll get
Innovation.
to that in a
Let's-
moment.
Let's
Let's try to finish
fucking.
this piece.
Point is, it's I don't know. It's a very hard problem because it isn't one. It's,
Yeah.
at face value, it is nothing but a positive. It's what you're supposed to be doing. You're supposed to be innovating.
It's like, so let the
But-
best top themselves every update. What's wrong with that?
It's like taking
Yeah.
too long for us to tell if it's actually a good thing, but it's also taking too long for it to actually have the negative effect we think it will have. It's taking too long for the game to get bloated from seasons. So it's taking too long for them to see that they're bloating the early game too much. It's just, it's such a paradox.
It really is just going to require. Like, that's the issue here, and I'm going to cut myself off here because this could be brought into a whole other thing, or I can bring it up a different way because it was a post us around the Reddit. But yeah, what's the commenter say? What's that?
It's Dan Dabrowski. Started the game around season nothing. I'm going to assume he's this season. Can you go more in depth, or just I guess he started during seasons? Can you go more into depth as to why seasons reduced the quality of updates? Well, that's the problem. They didn't reduce the quality.
Yeah, they reduced the
quantity.
yeah.
Well, the quality
less
is actually
staff.
reduced conceptually because the point is that they're not. Seasons sort of stop
They're
them
making
from
100 helmets.
because well, no, I can explain it maybe kind of well. Is that before seasons, updates were purely just tackling things that they thought needed to be added or needed to be expanded upon or added to.
Yeah, which,
Seasons
and
now
you can give
force them to
examples.
create. Yeah. See, but seasons now
Like-
forces them to create entirely new things that they don't know that if they should be in the game or not. They're just trying to come up with things that are good but not necessarily needed.
Yeah, and I think it's kind of it's the issue that, to be honest, it's one of these things again that the game is in a really good state right now. Not many people are asking for much because, for example, of before seasons, and this is like just before
Oh,
basically.
yeah, he's asking about that. What updates were like before seasons?
Yeah, and this was like right. So there was like basically they were making the game first of all, because there was the Deep Rock was on like a pre-release like I forgot the name of the feature. Like basically the game wasn't even out yet. But we could like play it and like that's like kind of how you play the game. And so they just kept like kind of adding content, but that was like just adding to the game. Like that was overclocks, frameworks. That was just like core parts of the game that they just added on to like shape the future of the game. But then once they actually released it, they were like, okay, what do we need to now start like adding more of? Basically, what could we do to like kind of improve the volume of the game? And that was when we got some of the most fire fucking updates known to man.
So you're talking post-launch, the updates post-launch, but pre-season.
I'm talking. Yeah, I'm talking because that's the important part, right? Because before then, they were just making the game a game. They were just adding content and like adding like stuff like to make it, you know, a game actually have content in it. But then once the game released, they were focusing on what does the game need now. It's out. It's you know, people can. It's a full package, but what makes the package better? So they then added 2 more game modes because they hadn't added game modes in a while. So they boom 2 more game modes. And that was like Oil Refinery and Escort Duty. And I'm pretty sure that they added like other things as well that update, didn't they? Like that
At
was
the end
like,
of
was
the
that the Mactera?
cosmetics. No. Rough
okay,
Next was
that was
actually
just
mainly the missions and like a lot more cosmetics than it'd been a while.
Yeah. All right, so
That
yeah,
was-
so
that was
they
the main
noticed
things.
that they hadn't added game modes in a while. They hadn't added cosmetics in a while, so they added a bunch of them. And then they were like, okay, we've added that. What next?
Biomes
and then obviously
and
they hadn't added
enemies.
biomes in a while, and they noticed that fucking elimination was kind of stale. It was really stagnant. You just fought the base dreadnought, like the normal S one that, if you're watching the stream, the one we just fought, that was the only dreadnought. Had to kill it 3 times, and it was easier back then.
This was really, yeah, it was
so
really easy
basically-
to just cheese it. Well,
So basically, when they added 2 new biomes, the Hollow which we're currently in, and the Azure World, they also added 2 new Dreadnought variants, and they added a bunch of all the Mactera variants and some other things, didn't they? They added all of that.
yeah, and also
in
just
one
a lot
update.
of creatures just because of the biomes. You've got like
Yeah.
you've got the cave angels, which are literally hang gliders. You've got like the cool shit like dabber vines and like just the vines in Hollow Bow in general are pretty fucking sick. Plus like
Yeah.
the gravity pit and all this like the error henge, all this kind of cool
they added
shit in the
all
biomes.
this stuff, right? And they added all of that, and that took them less time than this season. 2 biomes.
Yeah, that
2
one,
new
focus on that
bosses,
one. Yeah,
yeah.
that update is that's the most impressive one, I think.
Yeah, and that took them less time. And it really comes down to the fact that, like, if they come out and say that they crunched so hard
Oh, right,
that, like,
take
they
off.
didn't want to continue making the game or some shit, if that comes out, fair enough.
Yeah, absolutely.
But-
Yeah.
Until then, I'm kind of just, you kind of got to wonder, like, what happened, right? And,
Well,
like,
they got there were just in general there was just less dissatisfaction, I think. Right, there were less things
Yeah.
like that people thought there was like a burning hole in. It's like there was less things that it was like so obvious that this needed to be added
Even
to or
then,
expanded
though,
upon.
yeah,
Think
except
about
that there was.
post that
In all
update,
fairness-
post New Frontiers. What was like? Would you be? There's been anything that really felt like it needed attention?
Yeah, and they did it. New guns.
Yeah.
That was it. The adding a new set of guns was the only real thing forward.
And then
The
you
issue
start to
is-
realise that season 3 is the problem. Because they ran out
Yeah.
of things they needed to do. Because
Yeah, but I think season 1 and 2 were an element of that, in that they knew they wanted to add guns and secondary
all
guns.
right,
But
sorry,
with the
stop,
new
hold on,
season-
Numbario. I actually take a bit of issue with what you just said. He said it's not fair to compare then to now, which it just
It's
inherently
been,
is.
like, a
I'm
year.
sorry.
Shouldn't you always like?
But also that they could have had different developers, which, as far as I know, the development team remained pretty much the same since launch. And
No, they have a
could
pretty
have had different-
solid team.
They also could have a different budget. If anything, they got more of a budget now, so that doesn't
The
really-
Oh, yeah.
higher ups that they talk about, like, or like the higher, you know, the people that are always vocal have stayed the same. So as far as we know, the people that are kind of leading the game have been consistently the same for like the entire fucking progression, right?
Like-
and that they only would have hired new people on top of that.
Like, isn't the art director Mission Control?
I don't know. Maybe.
I'm
I
pretty-
don't think so.
I know it's one of those
Maybe.
high up guys' voices in.
Yeah, no. Both of the voice actors in this game are just other people. Like they I think the lead game designer or some like coder or something, they do the
Yeah.
dwarf voice acting, something like that. Like they just and obviously they're still part of it because they're voice acting it, right? Like they're doing all the new voices. So
Those are like the people who are tied to this game. You can't remove Mission Control.
yeah, I imagine they all passionately love the game, and like, you know, like I'm not surprised. It's so clearly a passion project.
Yeah, most
and
indie studios, like, there was a reason they make the game.
It's also, I don't
Yeah.
think it's a budget issue either or a money issue. He said they could have a different budget. I'm pretty sure it's higher now because they got Copy
So
Stain,
many new
Copy
people.
Stain got
They've
acquired. And then like you know
Yeah.
the game's just doing so well.
Yeah,
Well,
tons of new
the
people,
More
which I doubt
players, more
they're.
DLC to buy as well for all of those new players.
Yeah,
And they just had a sale where all of them were half off.
yeah, like they're
Less than
constantly
half,
putting
like
the game as
66%
often
off.
as they can. They're
Yeah, they're
putting
like
things
$3.
on sale. Like it doesn't seem like they're on like a budget cut or anything.
And
It's
I
just-
could go with that. The second the DLC packs were like more than half off, my friend bought like 3.
Yeah, I mean, originally we bought the game on sale. Like we bought it because it was like a free play
It's really
day,
much
and we
nicer.
tried that. And then we were like, oh hell yeah, we're playing more of this game. And then we got it on like Black Friday sale. This was like fucking
It wasn't a
before
free-to-play day,
even
wasn't it
the.
just a trial? It was just a free trial.
It was
wasn't
like a trial. I guess it was like an hour. I mean, we got like the tutorial and like 2 missions, I think, that we could play. And yeah, we this was even before fucking there was snow biome, right? I forgot what it's called already. I keep forgetting.
I think
It was around then, though, right?
Yeah, I think
Like,
I think
it was
Legend
that
Sparkler
Black
was
Friday
there
before.
when we started playing properly, at least, though.
Yeah.
I think it was there when we actually got it for real.
Yeah, but like it's
remember
like
being
since
added.
back then they're just like constantly putting it on sale whenever they like Black Friday's guaranteed sale on Deep Rock. Like I don't think it's ever not been on sale. And it's just I don't know. They haven't acted any differently. It's just I don't know. I do just think that they are just going so hard on these updates that they're just taking too long. Because as much as I say like I think season 1 the quantity is there. I would say the guns.
But it was also too much quantity to maintain.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. Is yeah, season 1, the guns and the rival content with the new game mode and the new set of rival enemies. I do think that was at least equal to the updates coming before it, like
Absolutely,
the 2 new
especially
biomes, 2
to,
new
like,
game modes.
Yeah, it's like a lot of new enemies as well, plus new weapons,
Yeah.
plus this whole new system and all those cosmetics that came with it.
Yeah, no, I think
Yeah,
there it was.
absolutely,
If anything,
the quality
more,
was there in
right?
season 1. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
but
don't
my
understand what
then
it
issue
means.
is season 2. It kind of felt a bit more, you know, it was a part 2. It felt a little bit more half-assed, which I'm fine
Yeah,
with.
that's what I think.
as
That maybe you need to
Nemesis?
consider that actually when it comes to being a little bit more, not necessarily fair to them, but giving them some props. I guess in some ways they've been working on season 1 passively for a long time, and also actively.
Season
for
1
longer
was a
than,
year in the making.
Yeah, they're also working on it actively for longer than normal. And then season 2 was sort of recycled some stuff, and then season 3 was all new. Well, so maybe need to give them some slack there. I didn't really think about that.
Yeah, no, but that's the thing though. That's the real catcher is that season 1 was like a year in the making, and season 2 it was like another 6 months, but they had already kind of, and that was mainly probably the guns, right? Like they didn't really add anything new mechanic wise, and it's just.
Well,
It's just-
the hacking was pretty much oh fuck me, the new hacking mechanic. It was, but you know, they created another little mini game.
Yes,
What-
yeah, but
what he
I doubt
means
it was
is,
that
like,
much.
I wouldn't try that time. Just-
Like you look at
Ew.
the Azure world and it's like, okay, I can tell that's how.
Did.
Yeah.
I don't know,
I don't know, it's just-
mid.
All right, I'm not on my build.
You got shields, bro.
Probably not. Maybe he's at half thing. He probably doesn't actually have shields. It's I don't know. It's just like yeah, it feels a really bad faith, but like I can't help but we're comparing them to themselves,
No.
which is really just it's just I don't know. It's like I don't know because only they know why, right? Because I don't doubt that they're working as hard as they normally do. I think it must just come down to the parasites were harder to like create and code than they thought it would be, or maybe you know equally, but it just still took them a while and they knew that it would, which is why I think it is going to kind of come down to season 4, because if season 4 takes equally as long yet doesn't add that much, that's going to be not it for me by any means, but that's going to be a red flag, like hard red. Like for now I can see why it's taking so long, but I don't agree with the reasoning. But if season 4 is just Parasites part 2, except that it's like I don't know, it takes equally as long, then that's just feel rough, especially if it's like I don't know, whatever the equipment is. If it's like perks or something, which shouldn't take anywhere close to as long as like guns. Not saying anymore. It's just a really sad topic. Harry, can you get away from us?
Huh?
Trying to heal over it. And recuperate. Okay, it's going out. That's good.
Nambario asks if it would be solved by just adding more developers. I don't know.
Yeah,
Maybe.
I think that is a solution.
They just need more like coders.
Power. Yeah, I mean, right. Obviously, that depends on what it is. If it is that, you know, making entirely new enemy types with all these new mechanics, if that is just a lot for them and that's what's taking it so long, then yeah. If it comes down to it takes them a while to come up with ideas or like designs or with like all these new frameworks and like all that stuff, then maybe more artists. But I assume they know more than anyone and would be working on it, which is something, because I remember seeing, I think it was on a stream like before a teaser, that someone like was like, hey, I'm an aspiring like game thing. I'm in like college or whatever, like trying to get a degree, and like, could I like apply for you for like apprenticeship or something like that? And they were like, if you hit us up, we'll hire you or whatever. Like, well, like they hit obviously guaranteed, but like if you pass the interview, which is something, because that implies that they are willing and like currently looking to hire, I guess. like that either that there is a missing gap or like, I don't know, but obviously that is a really big assumption taking from like a passing statement in a stream, but it just...
Yeah, sure, we'll hire you. You want to make funny hats for a living?
Yeah. It's I don't know. It's something that it feels like they could do with more manpower, and I'm sure many people would step up, right? Like, I'd work there for like no fucking pay, right? Like, you know, but that's savoury. But you still get the point that like,
if Mickle's looking to retire,
down,
I'd be willing to step in.
Yeah, the thing is though, we're not qualified, but like, I don't know. Yeah, I think a lot of people would be very willing to just help them out if need be in something. But they haven't shown any lack of manpower. They haven't shown any lack of trying.
Oh my god, why is it just so dark? It's not that dark in my room. Why can't cameras understand how light a room actually is?
It's like pitch black.
It just doesn't make... It's like the default settings too, with like added brightness.
What time is it in the UK? It's 10
to 4 p.m. 3:50 p.m.
Oh my god.
It's starting to get dark though. Sun's going down, sky's turning
I've
orange.
just put the lights on, so it's actually just bright in my room, but it still looks like I'm in a fucking... in the shadows.
That happened to you guys as well. It's winter, so it hits 3 p.m., so the sun is just gone.
Bro, sun's going down by midday. The sun's...
Isn't that normally how that works?
No, oh, sorry. The point is that the sun actually never reaches the middle of the sky. That's actually true.
Yeah, that's how it works.
Do you know what's really fucking weird though? I just had this weird thought where it's like DLG is basically a passion project that we're not actually working on. Like for us.
Obviously, yeah. I think that's what these kind of like games are for. Like, obviously, we're not really like huge content creators. Our careers, our livelihoods don't depend on the success of this game. But like, this is the only thing we felt passionately about. Yeah, this is the only thing we felt passionately enough about to like make a YouTube video on it or like a channel on it and stuff like that. It's just, I don't know. It's it's annoying that it's just currently not living up to what it used to be, or at least what it felt like it used to be. Like, it used to be this just undeniable hit after hit after hit, but now it's like this stuff is amazing, but and it's just kind of annoying.
Buttocks.
Yeah.
Buttocks.
And it really is. This butt is just constantly. It took too long. It took too long. It's just everything. It's like, this is amazing, but it took too long. Like, it's like, I don't know. If they could just cut down the time, there would be no issues to be had, right? Questionable content can easily be negated if it didn't take too long. Like, as long as you don't wait for it, what does it matter, right? Like, like even if, you know, they next season they just release more grenades. If it only takes like 4 months, it won't be the end of the world. But if it's just more grenades that do the same thing and it takes us 6.5 months, then fuck, right? Like,
Fuck.
yeah, it's
Oh,
like,
fuck.
well,
Oh shit.
okay, I guess this sucks. I guess like that more every 6 month season we get sucks. Like it's just hurts, and especially since it's getting worse in the volume of content we're getting per season is going down as well. Yet the time isn't.
We were so convinced that season 3 would steal the deal. But it's not actually that it's not even that it necessarily hasn't. It's just we don't want it to have sealed the deal. So we want season 4 to show up and be better. We want that to be more. We have to look towards that now because we're not happy.
Yeah, it's there's not enough content for the time, which sounds bad, but it's true. If it took less time, we'd be fine, but it didn't. So it took 6 months. So we expect 6 months worth of content by their standard, and it didn't meet it.
I do actually agree with that. I've always been a little bit dubious about your comparing to how they used to be because it's like not wrong.
Yeah, like
Not wrong, mate.
I don't know. Yeah, like I think you and I agree that this is less than last season, season 2, when season 2 was less than season 1, and season 1 was about equal to the non-season upgrades before it, like when the game was released. So it's just overall been a decline, but an increase in update time, and that is not a good ride to be on.
That's actually crazy, isn't it? That's actually true, though, isn't it? It's actually the time has gotten bigger and the quantity's gotten lesser. That's weird.
Yeah,
it's actually objectively true.
Yeah, but I think it's obvious why though. Is because they are like basically they could have added like maybe like 5-7 types of enemies or like enemy variants or some shit like that, right? But they didn't. They spent that amount of effort into one set of enemies, like or something like that. You know what I mean? Like they just keep like focusing and refining and getting better and better and like at certain things, but it's taking too long and it's just not giving us enough of anything.
Jesus Christ, how did he do that?
He's a spinny man.
How do you spin like that?
Did he jump on the light and
God,
freak
it's
out?
so dark in it. Like, what the hell, man? What the hell? I can up the exposure, but then like the frame rate would just tank.
Is there not a middle ground here?
Yeah.
Maybe do that.
Still looks like I'm drenched in piss. It looks.
Head into the mule. We'll send a drop pod to get you out. Good luck.
But yeah, which is annoying because I really like, I don't know, because when the fucking dev said that he watches our podcasts, I kind of like think back and I realized that all the most recent podcasts most have like a rant like near the end that just
do you
shits
think
on
we're
them.
like? Do you think we're like just decreasing them morale? Do you think?
No, I just think that either one or two things have occurred, that he's sitting there getting pissed at us because we have no idea what we're talking about, or he's just stopped watching us because why would he watch people that just keep shitting on him and his company? Either that or he's taking it like a man, he's writing down notes and he's taking it to heart. But I don't see why he'd do that. Because
Well, surely it's the best thing to do, right?
His note list
Yeah.
is zombie dwarf.
Zombie dwarves.
But like, it's oh shit. It's
You
like
need to add zombie.
our opinion is only as valuable as anyone else's.
Zombie
kind of.
dwarf. Okay, I'm gonna go on a little bit of a tizzy about zombie dwarf and how good of an idea it is. They don't have to be like they don't have to move around like players first of all. But the point is the weapons, right? You only need like one AI for the
Sure,
zombie dwarves.
diffractor.
but you can give them all like you have like actually potential for like 24 different enemies by just giving them all different weapons. You don't need to
Imagine
like
the guided
play
missiles
overclocks, just the
following you.
default weapons. The default state, and the zombies just carry them and just shoot them pretty haphazardly. And the only difference is in
Yeah,
what the
that would
weapons
be
actually
terrible.
do. That'd be terrible, we say.
Yeah, that would look and play terribly. It would be goofy as hell. You just see
No.
a random fucking...
No, it wouldn't, because they
should
would make
give-
it not
They should
terrible.
give the elite variant the fat boy.
Right, but do you not think that the amount of time it would take to make not terrible AIs for all of the different guns and the different uses that they have? Like, they would have to code
No,
the
they would be the
fucking
same.
zombie driller with the goo pot. Okay, so you want zombie driller to use the goo pump and the cryo cannon and the flamethrower all the same? Is that what you're saying?
Yep,
And you think
has
that
18
would turn
mixture.
out well?
yep.
You are both dumb and stupid and dumb.
I want to be Ice Speared.
That's not possible.
Yeah,
They can't
it's
have
just...
Xbox.
I don't know. I think I don't like the idea in the first place, to be honest with you. But I think you got the only way that it would come out not terribly is it would take like 3.5 years or some shit. Like, it would take ages to get them right.
My idea, since they don't like adding bipedal, because of the way the caves work, they'd have like plague heart level feature spikes out of their back
Ugh.
to help crawl around or something.
No,
You know,
they
be
would
like
just
weird
crawl on
sci-fi
fours.
horror stuff.
Although, speaking of bipedal, it's something interesting. The
The elf is bipedal.
Yuletide elf, yeah. Which,
Yeah.
in all fairness, it does kind of prove their point that bipedal enemies look kind of goofy.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give them that. But it is still the fact that they're not entirely resistant to it, but they're probably resistant to a serious edition of it.
Guy in chat said ghost dwarves sound more fun. How would
Ghost
you-
dwarves.
Maybe.
Ghost-
Dwarf
With, I
spirit.
guess they would hit you with the pickaxe or something.
Well, they would... Oh, no. No.
I don't know what they would do.
They're like quest givers. You find them in the cave and they're like, fight my pickaxe and I'll help you. And they help you out for a while. Some shit.
Ghost of
Yeah.
Carl.
That could be
Carl's
like
not dead,
Lost
no.
Pack.
He was never
Instead of
alive.
finding a helmet,
I agree.
you find a ghost.
Used. Harlot's guy.
But you could have the zombie doors on like all fours or something. You
Yeah.
really need them to
Yeah, but then
crawl
they wouldn't really
around.
have to use their guns unless
But
they're
then they
hitting with
look-
their ass cheeks
Then they
or
look
something.
really stupid.
Show diffractor.
Just shits laser beams.
The fucking guided rockets just pew 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 pew.
I think a feral dwarf would be a pretty cool idea. Like, dwarfs left
The
behind
hell?
become one with Hoxies. And
yeah,
they are like, they're only
Right.
dwarfed by like name and I guess like features and
I
maybe
mean,
with, like
people go
resistance.
crazy if they're stuck in a mine shaft for like decades.
Yeah.
Ooh! Kill him! Ooh, kill him! Damn it.
Part of me wishes they had actual mine shafts with like the
It
scaffolding.
did some
and
damage to
stuff.
the detonator.
It is weird they don't have typical mine
I
shafts.
really want it to die there. I'm not
Nope.
fond of it dying there.
Don't have to. Where's better?
Just not where we're going to be wanting to crack the rocks. That'll do, I guess.
That'll do. Steve is dead.
Yeah, it tends to happen when they're bulky explodies.
No,
Who the what?
He's a little mischievous.
Mischievous
Squibber theory.
creature.
Mischievous creature.
Okay, he actually like is animated. I didn't actually realize. He like looks around.
Nabari bringing up intelligent animals. Like dragons.
Dragons?
Dragons. We can talk about dragons for 3 hours.
It damn well could, because yeah, that is something that they actually, I think they responded to. I think because when they're on the stream, we asked them, or I probably asked them about more fantasy inspired enemy types, and they were
we
like,
wanna keep it
nah,
sci-fi.
yeah,
Dragons
they
don't need to be inherently fantasy.
yeah,
Come on, man.
that's basically my idea. Is that they're
Dragons are in all
sci-fi.
types of media.
Yeah, well, yeah, but they're like sci-fi inspired.
Blue Eyes
They're
White
fantasy
Dragon.
inspired sci-fi, right? Where it's like
the warden is very fantasy to me. I don't know.
well, yeah, it's
He
like
looks like he's
yeah,
a typical dungeon.
he does
man.
feel magical, yeah,
Yeah.
and like that kind of stuff, really. In that, like, a dragon can just be a name for an unparalleled beast in space that loves treasure, right? Because that's basically what dragons are. They're just overwhelmingly OP creatures that love treasure. That's like the most general depictions.
That's why
so they don't
people
have to.
think- My friend once thought dragons owned rival tech because Hoxie's is what dragons like, basically.
Well, yeah, because that's kind of my theory, that if we ever get like a flesh pit biome, it will just be a giant fucking
no, your
dragon
friend's
sleeping on
stupid.
Hoxies.
Um,
Oh, what a nice thing to say.
no, because the rivals clearly aren't like there just for riches. I actually think the rivals are eco-friendly, specifically.
You think they like the fauna and they want to preserve it?
I think they're literally just there to survey. I think they're just information collectors, and that's it. I don't think they're actually there for the rich. I don't think they're there for the riches. That's why the prospector just picks up dirt. They're not there for the valuable minerals. They're just there to analyze and collect information. But a dragon would be there for the gold.
Yeah, but he doesn't even like the gold, really. Like I don't know.
We just like the fact that
right?
Hoxie's like
he
a
didn't want to
perfect treasure
spend
trove.
it.
Hoxie's just like Erebor.
Yeah, he just wants to kind of own it. He just wants to just claim the gold as his, not use it for anything, right? Like,
These info god off of Hoxies, they would be swarming with mining companies.
yeah. So I don't know. It's where I don't know.
Was that your dwarf voice?
I think
No. Sometimes I can
I
do a
don't
pretty
know.
good scout voice.
I can't do any type of.
I
deep
can do a
voice.
driller
Leave
voice
that to
because he has a
Henry.
deeper voice, but I can do scout ninja sometimes.
The female dwarves. Wait, you didn't hear me say that. No, that's not true.
I want to do like a song in dwarven voice. Like a song that already
Diggy
exists.
Driller's just burping in the background. Just one long burp.
I am a dwarf and I'm digging a hole. Diggy, diggy hole. Digging a hole. Like, what the
Pretty
fuck?
much, yeah.
I'll tell you what I really like doing is the Dwarves versus Leprechaun song. The
Dan
Yogscast
said,
did.
Dan said he thinks the prospector is dragon-like. I just see it as the engineer from Halo.
What is the engineers? Well, it's not. No, because the engineers are creatures. The prospector is
so
just.
prospectors aren't.
The fact that
Yeah, but like shape like, I assume.
They
It's,
were
it's,
not
it's,
a
the
lot.
prospector. It's weird, isn't it? Because I don't see any reason why, but it sort of looks like a silicate harvester. Like, it pretty
That's
obviously looks
because
like
they
one.
do the same thing.
Yeah, it's the same
They just
animation.
filter the like floor, like yeah, they're basically built for the
Also,
same
I
purpose.
wish I had the headpiece. The headpiece that's like based off of their head, with the light.
Skins for Molly would be cool. No, Skins for Molly, unfortunately, would not be cool. I don't
I've
give a
seen
shit
those.
about Molly
Let's-
customization. I used to think,
let's-
oh, that would be cool. I don't give a fuck. It doesn't
Let's
need
be
to happen.
literal.
It doesn't.
Let's be literal. Would it
I
be
wanted to match my
cool?
pistol skin.
Would having a like slightly different coloured Molly on your
Is that
screen,
really
because that's
gonna
likely what it
improve
would
it?
end up being.
Neon Dan,
Yeah.
the Molly.
Oh, well,
That's a
okay,
framework.
that's
I think
different.
that's a step further.
Rival Tech Molly. I mean, I want that, obviously, but that's not what we're talking about here. Just in general, Molly
Yeah.
customization
So
is
they
pretty pointless.
they have shown it's like a bit on the why would we bother, and a bit more on the kind of technically impossible side of like whose
Yeah, would
Molly
it-
would it be, basically.
Just the host.
Well, it would be the host, but still, or
Yeah.
it would either be the host or people see their own. But then it's just like that's just kind of weird. It's
client side stuff is always weird.
Because either way, there's kind of a lose-lose, right? Because I think the main point of customization is to show other people. Because otherwise, what's the fucking point? And so if it's only ever the host, then only ever the host gets to show theirs, and everyone else feels kind of annoyed that they don't get their molly. And if it's everyone's client
This is very
side, then no
sad.
one gets to
No,
see
no.
everyone else's things.
Brace for swarm, team.
Like everyone else's molly. The point is, it's not really a win-win, and they're not really asked, so they're not doing it.
Down.
Nombraro is very angry.
The angry. Oh yeah, because he really wants molly customization. Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Neon band with RGB. Here's a gun mod. I watched another video about that. Machine gun. A modder gave engineer instead of stubby.
Yeah, it's in DLG Reforged, but it's weird mod.
I'm
That's a
fine
lot
with
of
that
shit.
thing replacing stubby. I don't even mind stubby, but I don't like that's like the size of a drill.
Yeah, I think mods need to start, because I don't know what mods can and can't do, because I think that Ghost Ship does actually have some things that they can't really let them tap into. I think there was like something on the Q&A where it's like some areas they don't let them touch, but like I don't know, I feel like mods haven't really gotten around to doing some significant things yet. Obviously the randomizer mod's like up there definitely, like that's probably going to be like peak for a while. But like they haven't made any new biomes, they haven't made any new game modes, they haven't made a new class or any new tools, stuff like that. Like, I'm not sure if they can or if they've gotten around to doing that kind of stuff yet. But either way, once mods start pulling stuff like that out of their asses, then Ghost Ship's going to have to start looking at itself and notice that the mods that just add like a new biome or a new fucking weapon or some shit like that, if they explode into being like the most popular mods in the game, that would be a pretty obvious way of knowing what they need to add next.
Yeah,
not inherently what the mod is, just like they shouldn't just copy and paste the mod to the game.
No, they should.
But
Actually.
they should acknowledge that. No, they shouldn't.
No, they probably shouldn't.
Yeah.
Why is that? Why is that scummy? Straight
Because it's not their work, really. You know what I mean?
up. Wouldn't exist if they
It's
didn't make the
weird.
game. Wouldn't exist.
It's like how companies get into shit if they use fan art
Yeah.
officially.
Yeah, it'll
I'll
be
help
more
them.
of a PR thing.
I'll be their lawyer. Nombaru, bring it back to intelligent enemies. He wants like something that has a shock factor, like a nemesis, maybe like a creature that stalks you or displays some crazy intelligence that throws you off. Well, he doesn't. I don't think they can really do that. Just some crazy
think
intelligent.
I'm
AI.
always
but the
up for,
Glyphid
like-
Stalker. I think people. It's been a very not a long-standing request, just a long-standing idea of an enemy that just hides in the darkness and like drags you into it.
Yeah, I think people
Glyphid
are
Stalker.
fond. I mean, obviously, I'm up for like the fantasy ideas quite a bit, but I'm also a pretty big fan of more horror-based enemies. Like, as much as it doesn't feel like it anymore, the Cave Leech is definitely, and the Grabber, they are
Oh my
quite
gosh.
horror-based.
Fucking
Like, in the
mosquito.
yeah, like in the design, like all of them are horror. Like the fucking like early sketches of every type of like creature in the game and
The
nightmare
board
feel.
game Bird Nexus.
Oh,
yeah, that
maybe.
kind of stuff. Like when they get down to like drawing the enemies and like that kind of stuff, they really do lean on the horror of them, which kind of gets lost in the games technically, like visually, but you kind of feel it like with the cave leeches that kind of just appear out of the darkness and siphon your fucking life force, right? Like, but I think more type of enemies, not that inherently that grab you, but just scare you, right? Like you know, like an actual like this shit scares the ever loving like hell out of me. Like I don't think they want to do it, but maybe something that leans more on spiders than grunts, which I have
They
a
should-
light level
they
of
should actually,
arachnophobia,
because-
but grunts don't trigger that at all.
See, this is
Like,
the thing about
they-
it, isn't it? This is the thing, because like for some people it does, but I don't get that. I don't get it specifically with actual arachnophobia, because they just don't look like spiders. Glyphids have never
They're
actually made.
ants.
No.
But glyphids. I mean, they do look like spiders in ways, obviously. But at the same time, I've never looked at glyphids and thought that that looks
One part-
arachnid-like, or it's never
What
felt
makes people
arachnid-like.
scared- One thing that makes people scared of spiders is like they like 8 eyes, and the glyphids just don't have that.
They don't have eyes.
Yeah.
They just don't have eyes. They got like
Yeah.
they got like proper, very visible mouths as well. They're really not that insect-like. They're actually just like insect-shaped animals, which is really weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they always just give me they just feel like ants, in my opinion. Like, they just, that's all I can say. They just seem like an ant colony
They're
that have
moles
been
shaped
sized up.
like ants. They're moles.
I feel like you're right. I played Grounded, right? Like, not much, but like, you know, it's one where you're a bunch of like little like kids, teenagers or whatever, and you get like
Honey, I
sized
Shrunk
down
the
a bunch.
Kids.
And in that game, there are giant spiders and giant ants. Guess which ones the Glyphids a lot more resemble, right? Giant spiders, literal nightmare fuel. I'd rather die than live near them. Ants, nothing, right? And they're really a lot more like ants. In all fairness, the spiders are a lot bigger than
They
the
made a
ants.
whole
but-
animated movie about ants. I think that kind of
Yeah.
goes to show.
Yeah, I think people can be afraid of ants, and I think if I was consumed by a bunch of ants, I would also scream my head off, right? But
Not the ants. Not
but, like,
I
Oh,
think
ooh,
Mactera
you're in a
are
landslide.
more disgusting than the Glyphids.
yeah, exactly, because
Mactera
Mactera,
are
they've got
gross.
more like botfly kind of like.
Yeah.
Like they twitch around more.
Disgusting.
They twitch around like
Oh
real
my god.
insects.
Oh,
Yeah. They
I'm not
they ain't
done there.
pleasant. Hey, look. Yeah, look, hey,
And
look.
the fucking grabber.
look.
Oh my god.
Oh shit, they've escaped. They're being slowed by the goo.
Oh. Mushroom.
Ow. how
Mushroom.
did you- that's-
It's like the grabber compared to any Glyphid. There's no competition for me. I just, oh god, this thing.
Yeah.
I've never felt like freaked out by any of the designs actually. I think they're
Grabber
good.
definitely.
I hate insect legs. that
But like
look
I'm
that.
into like design and creative design and what makes them good and whatnot. So I just see the
Yeah.
quality rather than feel
The shellback
anything.
is just funny.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Shellback.
Well,
Like,
it's-
Shellback's the only one that has ever bothered me in any slight
Well,
capacity.
when they start
I
like
don't
running
know.
away instead of rolling, they look so dumb. It's funny.
Yeah, no,
They are
yeah,
kinda goofy
like,
at the same
shellbacks
time,
They've never really done that for me. They're wood louse, so they're just little things that roll up into a ball. But yeah, no, grabbers. I am deathly afraid of daddy long legs. Like basically the long-legged fucks that can fly. Like,
I don't
get
like
the hell out of there
bug-
with that.
I don't like skinny bug legs.
Yeah, skinny, like,
Skinny.
long
Weird.
and skinny bugs. That's kind of game over.
And if you
really.
look,
like,
he has spikes on the inside of the fucking like every limb. It's just
yeah.
bad amount of details. Fucking. If
I
the
find being freaked
slasher,
out by skinny legs really weird. Spiders with thick legs, they got to go away.
I am less
What-
scared of tarantulas than daddy long legs.
Oh, tarantulas
Obviously,
actually.
if I saw-
Tarantulas don't actually freak me out. Just looking at an actual tarantula, they're kind of cool actually. But anything like
yeah,
sort of
tarantulas
like
are cool. It's
the,
like looking at a
the
big
spiders
snake.
that are like sort of skinnier and longer, like tarantulas, and are quite like pale, like the huntsman ones. They can fuck right off.
Yeah.
I've always
Well,
said
there's-
the slasher reminds me of a necromorph because of the arms, but since the graphics
yeah.
are scaled down, it's
I
just
wouldn't know what
fine.
a necromorph is.
No.
He hasn't played anything, seen anything,
Oh,
done
is this
anything.
Halo
It's-
again or something?
No, it's Dead
It's-
Space.
It's zombie
Oh, right.
people with knife arms, and that's what the slasher looks like. Kinda. Oh my god. Oh yeah, cave leech. Cave leech is that like pink, pale, fucking fleshy skin.
It looks so greasy. Mushroom. Mushroom. Praying mantis. Yeah, I mean a mantis would be too. A mantis would be way too complicated to animate. I think. It would just look really rigid with all its like parts that just probably wouldn't do anything.
I think that should kind of be like, I can imagine like a clockwork mantis, right?
What?
Like where it's like twitching constantly because like all the cog is just like moving really like erratically. Something like that. I don't know. That'd be
Take the
cool.
idea of the twitching Mactera and just go full out with it.
I in some ways I do wish I do want to come back to the rivals, but I see this is quite like a bipedal enemy, but just a straight up like
Could the,
Centurion, like a
the praying
giant
mantis
robot.
be the
walking around.
stalker
What are you
enemy?
doing?
Yeah,
We have done.
I'm not. I'm gonna say this because I'm not sure I will make a part 2, but like the season ideas, I'm fond of like ruins, like ancient ruin biome basically, and I want some ancient ruined fucking like enemy types.
I want a
Like
moment.
we're talking like Golem, like fucking really Dwemer, like from Skyrim. Just like pull that shit, ancient robots, get that job done, right? Like
I
just
want
have
a
like
moment like the one from Subnautica where you go into the deep river cave and you just find a giant skull.
probably
shit.
yeah, just something. I just want something ancient but alive.
Fuck you, Tyler. You put the words right out of my mouth. There's actually, when it comes to like factions and new enemy factions, it's really what I want the most is an ancient mechanical enemies.
Yeah, I don't want a new enemy type. I want an old enemy type.
Also,
That's
honestly,
what I
so do you
want.
remember what we said about how I sort of kind of predicted the mini biome thing? But it's not the lithophage spikes do not feel like mini biomes anymore. We thought they might feel like that, but they don't. But like honestly, the ruined city thing, yeah, we call it its own biome, but it also works as like an anomaly where it's locations where they found like ruins, and they just
terms
have
of the
extra
aesthetic of, like,
bits
a
of terrain,
ruined
like unbreakable, sort of more structured
kingdom?
terrain, dotted around.
I
And also
imagine,
has
like,
like things inside that
the
you can
way
wake
the-
up.
The way the precursors, the way their stuff was in Delta Halo, how it wasn't metal, it was more rock.
You
It
mean
was all
the
withered.
Forerunners? Actually, no, that
That's what
wasn't
he
built
said.
by Forerunners. He did precursors.
Oh,
I mean,
The
Oh,
same
so
thing.
it wasn't either. It wasn't either of those. That was just ancient human architecture.
yeah,
Either
Harry's a
way,
fucking
just-
Halo nerd. Nerd ass.
I'm taking some of the ammo.
Yeah, but like I don't know. Yeah, just like I mean, we're talking like just like ancient centurion golems.
Sorry,
that, like,
hold
have
on, no,
This
no,
sounds like
I'm
a
gonna stop
Harry
you right
idea.
there.
Vampire
Numbario.
dwarves.
Yeah. Like regular doors, but they can't be direct sunlight. What direct sunlight? What?
They're not allowed in the space rig.
There's no direct sunlight.
I guess he means flat. I mean, yes, he means flares.
Yeah, but that's not sunlight, is it?
Contact.
I mean,
Enemies that
flares
avoid light,
mechanic.
though, or enemies that consume light, is just something that I really just want to see.
Only there
well.
was like a boss type that did something like that.
Some kind of, like some kind of corona,
Some
like
kind
shellback.
of stalking creature. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not like sold on my idea. I just really,
I am.
I just want like another apex predator.
I'm
right? 'Cause
sold on
obviously
your
we just got, like,
lithophage
Dreadnought.
lithophage mission, though. I mean, also
That's
my
because it's
slight
easy.
variation of it, because
Whoa, you fight a grave mine?
basically, yeah,
Yeah.
the grave mind with an infected dreadnought on a leash.
Yeah,
Um,
or just
yeah,
like
that-
even
But at
there.
the end of a linear mission, though, that specifically is the best
Yeah,
part about
but
it.
like
It's a boss
I
fight
think-
at the end of something that's fairly mining expedition-esque.
yeah, but like the boss fight isn't like caretaker or thing. Like the mission isn't build up to the fight. That fight is just a grand ending to it. Like it, I don't know. It shouldn't be anything that spectacularly different. To be
You
honest
should
with
be
you.
like,
Yeah.
theme-wise, you should be like killing the nemesis. You don't feel rewarded. It's just over.
Pretty much.
The nemesis
yeah.
is supposed to I think it's supposed to invoke a sense of impending doom. I think that's the point of the nemesis.
Yeah.
It's meant to feel like the opposite of a reward. It feels like you've
Like,
It
you just
explodes
struggled that
something.
hard, but like it's not over. Like,
Yeah, it
like
explodes, so you can't get the data, and it almost tries to kill you, or it does kill you,
Yeah.
depending on what happens. And it says a dwarf voice line you've never heard, so... it's
love
like, ugh.
nemesis.
the
Yeah.
implications
I
of the
like
nemesis are
Nemesis.
so cool, but we know it's never
And
going
that's
to
the
pay
thing,
out.
that's like one of the main reasons season 2 was good as well. Like, I mean, season 2 was good, I think, actually. But like season 3, it's missing something like that as well. But that's, I mean, not just an enemy like the nemesis, but just a straight up that slot isn't filled. There's no extra
The-
enemy in season 3. It's all
Yeah, but,
limited
like,
to the
Season
content.
3, if they do make a variant, not variant, but a like the Nemesis, where it's like the bulk detonator, kinda.
Yeah.
Well,
Season three,
we're
sets
not
a
big on an
precedent that they
effective
would do it with-
detonator though, because the way you would fight it would be so similar.
It's very similar to what it already is. You shoot the weak points to kill it, but like,
Yeah.
It's also,
I'm
if
not.
the detonator
slow
dies,
getting
they would
to run
explode
away from
anyway. They
It
wouldn't be able
also
to affect it.
it's
It would just
something
blow up.
that the rivals have that's something that Life of Age just doesn't. And I don't think it's a huge credit to the robots, but like they always had mystery, right? They always had, where do the robots come from? What is their goal? Why are they here?
Yeah,
Why does that
'cause
Nemesis say words we don't say? How is he doing that? What's going on? I'm scared, Mom.
The robots,
but-
the robots imply a company, which implies a CEO. The lithophage is just the
doesn't
full-
imply a CEO. We don't actually know if it's a company.
Which just,
Well, it
but no,
implies-
they're a rival company. That's like a thing.
Yeah.
That was like what it always was. But like,
But it could be a weird
even
company.
still,
Lithophage
just,
is just
built
just
by
like-
robots.
point
Quietly.
is that this entire conversation just now on what we are is way more than you could ever pull for the Life of Age enemy.
That's
the
because
best
Life of
thing
Age
it
is
has-
just like a phage. It's just a disease.
Yeah.
It's not.
Well,
it's
yeah,
not
exactly.
alive. It just does what
Exactly.
it does.
Obviously,
So you know
there's a
what it
reason.
is. There's
There's
nothing
a
behind
reason,
it,
but
though.
it's still a fact, right? But they are trying to make a little bit of a mystery. They really slipped it in there, but like when in the description, like rundown brief on the soon to be threat or whatever, like it's weird. It's almost as if it's purposefully targeting Hoxies or like areas, right? So they are likely implying
The implication of
sentience,
intelligence. Yeah.
yeah, but it's kind of, it's not even close to comparable to all the mysteries the rivals bring up, which I feel like is something they're probably aware of, but it's just another reason why the Life of Age enemies feel like less of a threat, because they're
Something
less
I do
worth
like.
talking about.
Feels like we
The thing I
understand
do
them a
like
lot
about
more.
it
Yeah.
is that when you destroy a lithophage thing, it like you can hear a roar or whatever, a scream, and it's the same when a meteor is about to strike. It's like what is that?
Yeah, well, I think the roar is, I don't know, a lot of things roar in this game.
It's the same
Yeah,
with like the
like-
hollow
like-
bra.
yeah.
like fucking elevator vines have the most creepy fucking
I
roar
love that.
in
I
this
think
game.
that's a joke on the part of the developers, though. I think
Yeah.
it's either a joke or it can be used as something where it's like that's literally you've damaged like Hoxies and it's like screaming. It's like, but it's
I think it's just
don't
that they
know.
made a roar and they couldn't find a place for
That
it.
is
so
exactly
they
what it
just,
is,
like,
though.
put it
As far as
there.
I know, that is
Yeah.
actually exactly what it is. But it's still really funny. I love that. That it's like the most
Like
terrifying fucking sound you've ever heard. And it's just these dudes.
it's like they just keep
Yeah.
adding things with no explanation. Like, what is the core of the hollow bog vines? Because you
The
hear
what?
it scream when you destroy something.
Yeah, like, I mean,
I mean,
The thing is,
I
it's,
don't think that stuff needs to explain. Like the hollow bow, it's like it's just
Like
the vines are just kind of a thing that do their thing. They're just a native
yeah, well,
species.
it's the same as the Life of Age, right? They're just a parasite. They just do that. I think what's more interesting than the parasite is the trait. Like, is there just the one? Is there just one giant tree in Hoxies?
Well, it's not. I think the point is it's not
Underground?
actually a tree.
Underground as well, yeah.
I need to read the description.
was it a giant world, like fantasy world tree before the asteroid hit or something?
Yggdrasil. It's Yggdrasil, the tree of life.
Yeah, exactly. That's
And now it's
kind of
just
like,
this. No, it's literally hollow.
yeah, it's dead.
lifeless
I'm
'cause
pretty
the planet
sure.
died.
I'm pretty sure it's confirmed that the tree is already dead.
Yeah.
The actual
Oh, yeah,
vines have killed it.
it's petrified wood.
Yeah, or at least it's not dead, but it's. I think trees do this, where basically they just kind of like shut down, and they stop all functioning until they can work again, and then they'll come back to life. I think
Yeah, but
that's something trees do. That's what they do in like winter, I think.
It's going to be
Um,
off for just ever.
Yeah,
that point, it
exactly. Because
basically
the
is
parasite doesn't seem like it's ever gonna piss off.
A cleaned out hollow bow as like an alternate biome would be pretty cool because that'd be pretty easy to make as
It
well.
could be very green, like it could be like a
Yeah, it
lush
would have
cave
added.
from
It would have.
Minecraft.
Yeah, it wouldn't just be hollow bow with the vines removed, but have like just be different colours and added vegetation.
If you recolor Azure Weld, it would look like a lush biome.
I mean, it is. It definitely is
Well, yeah.
already.
Yeah.
What you talking about?
Yeah. So I don't know. I think there's just once again there's just so much potential in so many areas in this game, and they
What
often
caused
live up
Rad
to
Zone?
anywhere where they decide to do it. Like if they're like, okay, we're gonna do this, the potential is filled. They do it amazingly, right? Like they're like with 2 new biomes, and they drop the fucking Azure Wild and the Hollow Bow, like the absolute fucking slap, right? Obviously they have pros and cons, but all biomes do. But like it's still like. Yeah, it's fucking wild. It's just that currently they're not really deciding to do anything. They're not like, let's add a new fucking biome. Like, come on, just add a new biome. It's just add a new biome. No one's gonna hate on a new biome, right?
Didn't
Like-
they say it's like that in guns is what people want from updates?
I did a poll, and
Oh yeah,
currently,
it's that.
currently
We should put polls on
biomes and
YouTube,
another
Tyler.
game mode.
I need to bring this. I was meant to bring this up recently. We should do polls on YouTube because they go out to people
We
who
should
haven't
do it.
seen your channel at all.
Really?
Yeah, I get. Don't you get polls constantly from people you've never heard of?
I don't see that kind of stuff.
I got.
no.
If you put one on your main channel, I think people would see it because I saw all of Snisses just
Do
randomly.
you subscribe to SNES?
Yeah.
So yeah, it's normally if you're subscribed to them, it'll be. In
No,
the
I've seen.
feed.
I've seen.
Much-
Yeah, it's both. I see all the people's. I've seen polls from people I've subscribed to, but I've seen equal amount of people I've never heard of.
Yeah.
All right, so
But it's just
yeah, we'll give it a
related
go
to
then.
videos you watch. Like,
No, but
I
Tyler, I
think
just mean if you
around
ever do a
DRG
poll on
polls.
Reddit, just do the same thing on YouTube.
Yeah,
at the same
but hang
time.
on, I don't think it's that simple because I think you have to unlock the ability to have a feed. I think you have to be big enough. You have to have like 1,000 subscribers
Have
or
you-
something to be able
no,
to.
no.
I don't
I have,
think
like-
that's a thing.
I have 30 subs and I unlocked it, and it took my friend ages to
Right.
unlock it, and he was like 500. It's completely random.
Oh,
Right. Bit weird, but yeah.
It's
So
not view
I'll
count
see
either,
if we
'cause
can
he
do
gets,
it,
like,
and if we
thousands of
can't, then
views.
yeah,
we're
we'll
fresh, but okay.
we'll
We're
just
I said
fresh,
him,
but
not me.
okay.
yeah, we got it first time. But yeah, I think we'll give it a try if we can. But the point is that yeah, biomes as of right now are probably the only thing they should actually like. And as far as I still struggle to put a word for it, like map content is what
We
I've got
need
it down to.
So, do we
biomes.
need to do this? Like, we need. I feel like we need to figure this out. The
Figure what out?
categories of content. I don't know why. It's just like because even like the correct terms, I call them like equipment editions. It's such an unwieldy, horrible term. I hate it, but it's accurate. I
Yeah,
think
'cause
map
so far-
editions is a little bit less. It's kind of accurate, but it feels a little bit more abstract. It's not as direct. It's like yeah,
It's 'cause
just
it's
it's stuff
very
you see on the
hard
map,
to-
but it's like
Yeah. It has to uncover warnings, game mode, apparently warnings again. We only had 2 warnings in a game mode, right, so far, through these, the seasons, which we've got to get more than that, right? Like,
What?
go on, biomes, anomalies, other things, please. Because otherwise we
Oh.
don't get any more of that content. We just don't. Right, they're not going to add a biome that isn't to do with the season, so it needs to be right. But I don't want them to twist the biome to match the season theme. I want the season theme to match the addition of the biome, which is the whole like caustic season idea, basically. It's like they want to add the caustic Maya because they kind of halfway finished it, so it'd be quicker if they add it. So they would just make up a fucking theme to make that make sense.
Did they start? I thought it was just concept art, and then they started making the other one.
It might have just been concept art, but it was pretty close to the season release that they changed the idea, like that they mixed it up. So
I do.
Even
I do like
still-
how Hollow Bog is like
the what?
More-
The bog.
the Bogue.
No, there's no. You don't. There's the G is silent.
Harry. I feel like that it's more downwards since it's a tree and less forwards.
Yeah,
Like
although
generation.
Harry shot this into my head, and I've not been able to recover since.
Mhm.
It's pretty annoying that they just kind of shoved it in where another biome was and just chopped off
Instead of making the map bigger.
Yeah, instead of actually adding its own new area, it somehow apparently half the magma core got like turned into the Azure World. Apparently,
I mean, they've got
Like, that's-
space. Also, look at it now. Okay, this is what I was talking about the other day. Look at the glacial
Look how
strata.
big
That's
the
like,
dense biome-
does it normally
biozone
jut
is.
into the crystalline caverns like that? That looks so weird, doesn't it?
Yeah. I would also like to mention that if they
Oh,
had a
no.
little
Much
bit
prefer-
below the fungus bogs,
Why
it
does
would
it do that?
literally be a brain.
Yeah, it does look like a
Don't.
brain.
So,
Fish hooks.
But also,
Gaia
yes.
Hoxies.
I think Gaia theory is one of the most interesting theories in relation to Deep Rock.
It
In
would
that
just
it's,
open
it's
up-
essentially true. It does, 'cause it's like, how much
Yeah.
more explanation do you need for it to not be?
Hoxies
be
is the fifth
unconfirmed.
class.
Oh, I don't know about that.
My God.
Which, like, you know, like some things people say that
Well,
the world
the
is
fifth
is
class does a
character.
lot of team fire damage to them.
Is Maxine Man going to show up at any point?
What the
What the
fuck?
hell was that?
What the hell is Vaccine Man?
One Punch Man. He's like, he said that the Earth sent him to like
Oh,
the
right,
world
yeah.
of humans.
First beginning, yeah.
Oh, do we?
Well, that's
I
what.
wanna,
That's
I want to know
what, I don't know.
literally anything about the rad zone. What happened?
It got nuked.
That's
No,
a
there's
theory.
not.
But then
Yeah.
again, radiation is a natural element.
Yeah,
Don't
it's-
just get lost in that. It could easily just be Hoxies is a radiation.
It either
dump.
was or it
Uh.
was a forest that became a rad zone because there's trees. There's dead trees.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean,
it
dead
feels like
trees
it
kind of
does
leans
feel
more
like something
towards
that
it got
happened.
Radiated.
It could have been lush and then uranium. I don't know.
Lush, then uranium.
Maybe
Oh, the
everyone-
cycle.
Yeah, because there isn't really like a rainforest or anything. The closest we've got is
The
the.
Zero World is like a blue forest. Hold on, sorry, that's what it means. That's what the name translates to.
Yeah.
That's what the name.
Why is the dense biozone so just awkward? Why is it just...
Yeah.
It's like, was it an ocean? Is it supposed to look like an ocean?
Dense biozone, yeah, I definitely think it was an ocean of some kind. Maybe. I mean, the salt pits was a lake, an underground lake, giant underground lake.
Yeah.
We know that.
So that's the thing, though, is with everything you just said, right? Hoxies has a lot bigger issues than the dwarves. Let's be realistic, right? Its giant tree, which may or may not be the only one that's there, has been infected with parasites and it's like dying or already dead. Its lakes have dried up. Its oceans have dried up. It's got a fucking area full of nuke residue in it.
It's just not just uranium, it's volatile uranium.
Yeah, like Oxys is screwed with or without dwarves. Like it's basically already a dead planet, except that it clearly
It could
isn't
be
because
what
it's full of
Rivaltech
life.
is researching. Like, how long does this fucking planet have left?
Well, no,
Yeah, well,
the fact
yeah,
that-
that's the
They
thing,
could
that
be
this planet's about to
researching
go. So let's
what
get some
happened.
like.
I think
let's
just the
get some
fact that the planet's
spies up on this.
fractured, though, it is dying because I just think that DRG just nuked the shit out of it, and that's why it's just such a big chunk like broken off of it, and it caused a lot of things.
Well, yeah,
to
you,
happen.
I don't
you
know.
go
And they
like
go
that
into the like
sometimes in the
the area that they
animation.
blew open. That's
I
how they
don't-
get into
I
the
don't-
center.
I believe that morally Ghost Ship,
Fucking hell.
Deep Rock Galactic would nuke Hoxies, right? I believe that
I
that is a
think
thing.
Ghost Ship
But I don't think
would.
I don't think they'd have access to that. I don't think they have access to like planet destroying nukes, right? We got a fucking wave cooker, right? I don't think
We have
that
sludge bomb.
they have that level of artillery behind them. Like, it just
They
doesn't make much sense.
scout the cheapest shit imaginable.
Exactly.
The reason-
They got electrifying focus shots, right? Are you telling me that in the same company that gives someone electrifying focus shots, they have a nuke that could destroy planets?
It wasn't one
The
nuke.
reason the Zukovs have the magazine on the top is because it's cheaper to make.
What?
Yeah.
Because
Like-
magazines on the top of a gun is cheaper to make because you don't have to have like a certain thing in the gun that costs a lot. They get the
But is
bullets
it that
up
pushes
into
the
gun.
bullets up? Right.
Yeah, the bullets just fall
Oh
into
my
the
god,
gun.
yeah, they just. That's brilliant. I love that.
Yeah, it's a thing
That's
in real
so
life
in
too.
character.
And the
I love the
plasma
fact that the
carbine is
company
standard
really
issue and it
does
just
have a
overheats
character.
instantly. So,
Oh,
Yeah,
the-
exactly.
The plasma carbine is just
They give-
meant to be like really
I
cheap.
love that it gives particularly Scout and Driller very cheap things.
I mean, I think the
I don't
sludge
know.
pump isn't actually official. Like, isn't official. I think the dwarves made
No.
that. I think.
Oh yeah, Driller in the voice line seems to very much like his sludge pump, so he might have just made it himself. You know, it was like
He might just like shit in the thing. Like it's not actually a sludge pump. It's just a pump that he just shits in and it turns into a weapon.
Yeah, I
It's
mean
a
that's probably
biohazard.
not wrong.
like NG and Gunner get the expensive things.
Well, that's
Oh
because
yeah, I mean, I think the shard diffract is
Engineer-
probably the most expensive weapon. Well, not the most valuable.
Engineer is like
Um,
one of
Yeah,
the
valuable.
coolest characters. Is one of the coolest of the dwarf, if only because like he is confirmed to have an active part in making his own weapons. Like it is
Exactly.
credited in the in the Shredder Swarm that him and you know fucking
It's the
you know,
same
Team
with the shard
Galactic work
diffractor as
together.
well. In the trailer, he says, "Engineer has worked closely with R&D for this one."
Yeah, like it's really cool that the engineer just seems
And
to
Gunner gets like
Oh, that's really annoying
repurposing stuff.
because that implies there's only one engineer. And that fucks up a lot of
Okay.
things.
and Gunner gets like big military things. So
Yeah, or he doesn't. Like he gets either absolutely like gigantic guns that pack a punch, or he gets really tiny things that also pack a punch.
Well, no, it's military.
Right? Like he gets
it's
his little
military grade,
pistols.
so he gets heavy weapons and sidearms. It's very official stuff. You know?
Yeah, but it's like grenades and like his utility as well. They're all like little things that, when thrown out, deal immense amounts of like damage. Like it's like I don't know. I like that
Gauss
kind
pistol.
of image.
I like that you call it a Gauss
Yeah.
pistol.
God damn it, there's a
That's a cool gun.
well, yeah, because
Yeah.
they won't call it that.
No, because that's not. That would be.
It's not even called
I-
a railgun.
I don't think they can call it a Gauss
Railgun.
pistol. Isn't that
Oh, there's
just a Halo thing?
I'm just used to it. There's a gun in Fallout called Gauss pistol.
Oh, it's okay. It's not just a Halo thing. Okay, they could have done then. I think maybe that would have fucked things up though, because then it implies that whatever his name was, I think
recharging.
Mr. Gauss was a real person in the Deep Root universe, which means that Earth was real. Which
Well,
means that,
they have an M1 classic. Did World War happen?
oh, yeah, World War Dwarf.
World War Dwarf.
This never gets old.
Well, you say named after somebody. Zhukov was a Russian general.
Yeah, that Brian Blessed played in the movie.
Yeah, plus, I don't know, Earth is confirmed, or at least a generalized version of it, because donkeys are confirmed, right? That, like,
Well, no, I
you
think
used to
that
use a real mule back in
donkeys
the
and-
day.
I think
Donkeys
that's
and
just
real mules.
that's like Middle Earth having animals that we know. I think they have mules in the Dwarven homeworld. That's basically what it is. They talk about having used donkeys and mules before. I think that wouldn't have been on Earth.
Which is also a
Actually,
reference
we
to
don't
the-
know if the
We
dwarves
still
don't,
don't.
come from Earth. But they do.
Yeah, and
not.
we never will, because they'll never be asked to go into it. They just won't. It annoys me whenever I think about it. It's just, like, all of these conversations and, like, questions and that are
The
just
time
never going to get
traveler
answers.
in the time traveler in the Lord of the Rings touches a chair, therefore Georgie happens.
Exactly.
Accidentally crushes a butterfly. Then here we are.
Now we have company coin, just as Gandalf intended.
Huh? Ah!
Gandalf is the leader of Rival Tech.
Fuck you saying.
Nimbaro once grunts to almost speak English.
Yeah, that's. I didn't. I purposely didn't read that one. Um. This is long-term detonator killing. Detonators detonated.
Reloading.
Dead, gone, dead.
Here's the thing with NG. All his primary gun, well, not all, I guess not all. The Stubby and the Loki, it has like exposed screws, and the Loki like jiggles a bit when you shoot it.
That's it.
It's like the plate, well, the default skin.
Mm.
It like gyrates a bit because it's not perfectly put together. But then he has like all of
Oh
his
no, the smart
secondaries.
rifle is like a creation.
Yeah, but then like, well, I can tell he just kind of made those, but with like all his secondaries are like highly produced.
Yeah, I mean, the breach cutter is like a reverse engineered mining tool. Speaking of, give us the non-reverse engineered
Yeah,
mining
what
tool.
like? I can tell it's like a Dead Space thing.
Yeah. Yes. Would that be like a mission tool? Like used to.
Yeah, it'd be
to
a
mine
mineral that can only be
something.
mined with like that.
Yeah.
I guess you could
Maybe
like it would
it's
disintegrate
masonite.
something on like a ceiling, and then the minerals would fall.
I don't know. It's yeah.
Think on that. We're never back.
I still can't get over the fact that it's gonna take us 2 months to get a couple words. just
Oh, you
2
mean
months.
from season 3?
Yeah,
Not from
2
now.
months. No, obviously from now it would be like not even a month, but it's gonna take 2 months for them to just say bugs or overclocks. Like yeah, you mentioned but, like it's
We
just.
are adding 13 bones.
Oh.
And even then, it's not going to tell us like how many we're going to be looking at having, or like the quality, or not quality, but like I don't know, like it's just I don't know.
It'll tell
At
us
this
the
point-
quality. It'll tell us.
You know, I mean, I don't know. It'll be nothing other than perks. We don't know how many we're getting, where they're going. Like, are they gonna maybe it might be rework perk system? They might go that far.
I know
But then
they want to rework some of the perks.
I don't think they're going to add perks without reworking them, right? Because they're not going to add perks to a system that they want to rework. That's just not how that would
I
work.
don't think they ever said that. I don't think they ever said that about the system. I'm not sure. They said they want to rework
that's
some
like
perks.
all they've actually
Not the
talked
whole
about.
system, but reworking some of the perks people see as not.
Well, they've
great.
talked about they want to add more perks and then go back to some of the old ones. That much,
Yeah,
definitely.
yeah, that.
But I am fairly confident they have said they wanted to address the, like you know, the surplus and like the system. I think they have gone and like they wanted to do that.
Still in shock at how little of a surplus there is.
5
People
perks.
really don't realise.
We
Like,
could get
can you give us
5
something?
perks.
Can you give us something else to do with our perk points? So it's like, do you not want more perks? Because we can't get more perks plus another use for the perk points.
I honestly forgot there was an upgrade tree for those.
Oh,
I
well,
often do as well.
I didn't ever forget. But
I
it's
often
like,
forget
I
that
don't
there's
think
worse
about
version
it.
of the perks because there's no reason for there to be. There is no reason for worse version of the perks to be in the game. It just doesn't make any sense. Just
I wanna
give
use
the
tier
Greenbeards
1
the
or
full
red.
level of the version. Just
I
do
don't
it.
know. I don't. No.
Why? It doesn't change anything. Like it's like
Part of the
you-
progression.
no, it ain't.
No, it ain't. What do
Going
you
from,
mean?
like,
No, it isn't.
One,
Of course it is.
One
It just
health
is.
vampire to like 2 health vampire to like 5 health vampire. It doesn't change anything or anyone. It's a completely worthless
Changed
pretend
my
mechanic.
entire experience.
Yeah, it's literally it's empty progression. It means nothing progressing through those things, and you'll progress through it so quickly as well with the amount of fucking commendations that are in the game now, right? Or like whatever that system is, I forget what they're called. But like, it is just a waste of time. Just get rid of the lower levels, which then means there'll be more stars to play around with, right? And then add a bunch new perks, because then you wouldn't really have to add a bunch new stars to the system to add more perks, because that will just free some up. It is dumb as hell. Dumb mechanic. new people, even new people don't care about it. If they were to
They don't
change it,
know to care about it. They're new.
exactly, it's nothing to them. It doesn't mean anything. And
They
even if they
want-
did
they want-
rework it,
They want
it would only be
the second tier of upgrading their warthog. They don't care about
yeah.
that.
It's just a nothing thing, right? Like oh, I don't know. It's just I don't know. It's just dumb as hell. And the only reason we're fine with it is because it's just always been there. Obviously, not always been there. Perks probably weren't even in the game at some point. And by probably, I mean definitely. But it's just, I don't know.
I'm off.
Oh, here's something. Something about perks. You guys talk about hover boots being inconvenient to press the button. I've never had that.
Neither have I.
I just click it.
Oh, what? What did that say?
As good as it
I think someone just doubled to the Yuletide L.
I know what it was for, but it did some weird things.
I want the See You in Hell voice lines to be in more things.
What? What are the See You in Hell voice lines?
Well, that one just there was, I'm going. I forgot it. Never mind.
What the hell?
I'm going to destroy you.
What was?
And there needs to be more outwardly just rage-filled aggression voice lines.
I eat for breakfast.
He looks breakfast.
Warden down. Now kill the rest of them.
Why don't they say Diggy Diggy Hole at all?
Copyright?
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
How?
I mean,
Just explain. Can't explain why they couldn't.
I ordered a resupply.
As if you're explaining it to an idiot. Like, as if.
Imagine. Let's pretend. When is the comment gonna hit the space reef?
Ammo taken.
He won't. No, he's not stuck in place. Is it? Right.
hello. Why is it to the game?
You with us? What?
Alright.
Why did you have to do that?
Yes. Well, the stream ended. My fucking internet disconnected.
Oh!
Which, speaking of, is annoying me because I think someone just commented on the stream. They said hi.
And then you just dip, and then you...
Yeah, and then the fucking thing just turns
That
off.
looks like it's just...
Yeah,
being
which is an
mean.
interesting thing because I've noticed a trend now. It's whenever Mum leaves the house, the internet just turns off for like a split second. Like, it's like three times now. The second she closes the door,
it all
the
escapes.
second she closes the door, it just starts, and I'm gone. And like, it's like, what the hell?
Internet gas.
Yeah.
Diggy hole.
But yeah, no, fuck, you can't do that. Well, no, they wouldn't be able to do that.
I think that when they just have to ask.
They'd ask, and then they'd have to sign a contract. Harry, you realise Yogscast is like a very official business, right? They're not just a couple of fucking guys doing a YouTube channel. They're like a business.
Yeah.
Diggy
Yeah.
diggy hole.
I don't think they copyrighted the phrase though.
They almost definitely did.
I don't
Even
think
still,
it's even
it
possible.
wouldn't be something they could put in this game and kind of get away with it.
They wouldn't get away with it. They don't have to get away with it. Oh, I'm hungry. Anyway,
but other pipelines are still malfunctioning.
as I was saying, although because we're, hello Numbario, have to be off to work. Wish you guys luck on game. Well, we don't need luck.
But there are more outstanding.
Yes, we do. We need
We
so
don't
much
need
luck.
We need red sugar.
Yeah, I
We
need luck to get
find
red sugar.
Yeah, there you go. You got it.
So thank you, Numbario.
Given that we're basically rubbing sticks together here, trying to make a fire underwater with the information that we've got, I'm choosing to hone in on something they said in the Steam post. This not the Steam. This post about the Steam Awards, where it said like they used the words like we're not quite ready to talk about what the far future brings for DLG. It's like, huh? I mean the far future.
Well,
I mean that's the next thing you're going to be talking
something-
about. Do you consider the next update the far future? I don't think they do,
Because
even though
it
it kind
is a
of is.
fact. It is a fact that, like, yeah, whether or not they stayed around, Deep Rock heard our complaints, or at least who was it, Johan or Jacob, whichever one's on our
Johan,
stream.
sus.
They heard our complaints. Or he heard our complaints, and Axis Kronos, another big YouTuber, is complaining. And it is a fact that, you know, it seems like YouTubers that talk about the game often aren't entirely happy, except Reapy Ron because he's a shill. But
He's not a shill. It's just his brand. He can't be negative, I don't think.
Just
He's
the
just-
nice guy.
Yeah.
yeah, he's like, oh, all these guns are amazing. Oh look, yay, oh yay, yeah, fuck you, Reapy
Wow.
Ron, you
Wow.
piece of shit. You're a piece of work.
They am going to be
He's
using
not.
super
He's a
cool
nice.
chambers.
I'm sure he does charity streams all the time. Well, it doesn't necessarily mean he's a great person.
Shut up, give
It's
us the
good.
money.
What the hell? What in fuck's
we're
name?
orphans. I'm gonna steal some money out of the mouths of starving children. All right, I'm
Out
just
of their
gonna,
mouths.
I'm gonna take the money that
You took their
could feed
food
orphans
and
and
their
just
money.
and spend it on sweets on myself. That's what they get for
What's happening?
existing. Point is yeah, there is a vocal unrest, right? Obviously there was in the robots, and I think they kind of hoped that season 3 would reverse it, and everyone's like, yay, wonderful game, we love it, thank you Deep Rock, your ghost ship, you've saved the day. But that didn't occur. It was a hooray, no more robots, but oh no, new cleaning event, oh no, this wasn't worth the wait, like stuff like that. And so I think with the delay of the new stuff, we can reasonably assume that they have looked themselves in the eyes and they're like, okay, we've been misplaying here. What's the game plan? Like, there needs to be a little adjustment made. Our balls are uncomfortable and they need adjusting. I'm sure that's what they
This
said in the
fucker
meeting.
just won't stop freezing everything, even when it's like a disadvantage.
Yeah. And it's, I don't know, I think it is something worth knowing, because I am joking that the thing is actually taking a while to come out, because it is funny, like,
But it is
like,
also taking a
come on.
while.
Yeah, it is taking a while, it is true, but it implies that there's going to be more going into it than, well, more perks, and we'll leave it at that. It implies there's more thought going into it.
But if
Whether
there
or
isn't,
not-
it's just like, how do you think that's
Exactly.
okay?
If the roadmap comes out and it is still just more perks, and that's it, that's all we get, then that is going to be a red flag. But if it
It's a JPEG with just Comic Sans. It says new perk.
perk. Just,
yes, perk singular.
it's just
Yeah,
PRK. It's in Comic Sans.
yeah, that's their official statement on the matter.
Honestly, I'd love that.
Would be that would be funny.
Yeah.
But if if it comes out, it's just like a normal thing with no signs of contemplation, then that's going to be worrying because what the fuck took them so long. But if it's like a roadmap that is actually a roadmap,
Oh my god, an
right?
actual roadmap would make my balls burst.
Yeah, like it's like season 4.
Why do companies
Perks,
suck at making
perks
roadmaps?
and biomes.
It's
Season.
here, this is we're about to get. Okay, carry on because I do have something very significant
Yeah.
to point out.
Yeah, and it's like season 5, fucking overclocks and I don't know really variants, enemies or some shit, right? Like just things that
the point there
those
is
are things that I
that's
want,
the
but,
stuff
like,
that you should be able to point out, and that's what it used to be. Really, it didn't used to really go beyond saying those things, right? It would
Yeah,
just sort of
the
be like
things that
new
people
missions or
wanted,
new weapons.
they
They can
would just
they can
confirm
say
that it's coming.
they should be planning out what all the new equipment will be across the next few seasons, and then they should be able to say like season 4 perks, season 5 overclock, season 6 like support tools or something. Season 7,
but, like-
more overclocks or shit. I don't
And
know.
they're kind of by that point they would start asterisking and being like, things could change, right? But like I'd rather have it be things can change than nothing. And I think I speak for everyone when I say that, right? like surely silence has never been better than it might change, right? Like, because like Caustic Maya, right? Like, I'd rather have known the Caustic Maya and then they changed it than never known what biome was coming up or that they were even getting biomes, right? Because like they only announce things when they're confident,
Jesus
and then
Christ.
even then they change their mind in the Caustic Maya. But I prefer to have known that there is a fucking thing coming. I don't know. Point is, it's gotten so bad. I'm so down bad that I'm now
Down
just
bad.
looking forward
For
to
real.
a actual roadmap. Like one that tells us more than one thing about one season
Yeah,
in
you can't be
6
calling
months'
those
time.
roadmaps. No shit, they're not. It's not. They haven't. You haven't done a roadmap in quite some time. Not a real one.
You've done a really early teaser. That's it.
It's
That's
like,
all
it's
they
like
ever
a
are.
very basic
No.
teaser in text form.
Yeah.
Remember the teaser that was a fridge?
What?
A bridge. A fridge.
The fridge.
Oh right, yeah, no, yeah,
The
well, we
fridge.
covered it, so I think we would. Yeah, that was them filling for time. That was actually just them filling for time. They didn't have enough teasers to cover the amount of time it was taking to release the update. Because not to mention, it was
the
like-
cleaning minigame. You're just
Yeah.
showing the gameplay.
But they didn't want to do that much, I don't think.
Time for a cup of something.
Lovely. Reindeer. Reindeer games. Most famous of them all. It's Rudolph. Oh my goodness. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Oh god, this guy's character is so fucking ugly. Jesus Christ.
Oh my god, what is that?
She want dinner. Alright.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Hootie Hoarder loves Malt Rockbearer. Mining company says employees must shower once per week.
The Holy Hoarder.
The Hootie Hoarder.
Yes, Magnite.
What?
What?
Reindeer games. Is that what is that? Is that what is that? Is that a reference? What is that? Why is it called Reindeer Games?
It is.
But it sounds like a company.
Scientists
Yeah.
invest
When
in
is-
Pickaxe Factory.
When is Power Wash Simulator gonna add the space rig as a map you have to clean?
Tomorrow.
That could occur.
Tomorrow.
DRG looking for a new tax collector.
I'll collect your taxes.
Dwarven Elder says paying to get promotion is unfair. You're not bloody wrong.
Not wrong.
Apparently, Sabato
I
is in
feel
high demand.
broke after. I feel broke after buying promotions.
Release date announced on triple blade pickaxe model. Okay. Well,
What's the date?
it doesn't say.
What's the date, Ghost Ship?
Go shit. When you gonna let me put like an axe head on the front of my pickaxe? Please. Let me make the battle axes I keep seeing on Reddit.
Yeah, man, I see like modded stuff in like the Deep Book Fashion subreddit. It's like, go away! Don't show me that.
Makes me sad.
Makes me want to cry. Makes me cry sometimes.
Any hat that whips out the pastel color scheme can go to hell.
The what? Who?
The reindeer games, like it's all pastel, like pastel, some word like that. Like, fuck you.
What?
Fuck off.
What the fuck?
It's that kind of color, the kind of like light grade variant of colors, like pastel, and it's just fucking waste of everyone's time.
I mean,
It is.
Cosmetics are just kind of pointless, aren't they?
Yeah.
They're not good.
Yeah. Well, it's. I don't know,
Except that pickaxe. I'll give them credit there.
The pickaxe, which she.
Oh my gosh.
And
Bosco.
Bosco. I don't mind Bosco. I mean, it's Bosco, but Bosco.
I like that they gave Bosco a backpack. Keep doing that.
Yeah.
I like the one from the season pass. It gives him a canister on his back, like pipes. It looks good.
I haven't got that yet.
It
This is the block. This is the block.
tubes
sorry.
on him.
Very
And
near.
the tubes have the same physics the biohazard pack tubes do. It's interesting.
Nice. Yeah, I feel like that probably. It doesn't. The thing is, I can't really visualize it. But I would imagine that's probably going to be the framework that we're getting. DLC framework. Next season.
Like Wild.
Yeah, but it's hard to imagine like they're looking
Oh
good
my
on
god, I
weapons.
forgot
So.
there was lithophage in this cave.
Anderson, do you make them
They
infected?
need. Yeah, they need to do like they would like make like an actual gun set that looks like the armor. Like it would match the armor, but then it gets infected, right? And that's like the whole thing. That it's an infected.
We're
guns are
covered in the
infected by it.
blood of the lithophage.
Or maybe both. Like there'll be in the DLC there'll be the non-infected and then the infected ones.
Oh, good lord.
I forgot this was a lithophage cave, and then I just got ambushed by lithophage enemies.
Yeah.
Oh god.
When is the anniversary again, Harry? When is that?
Oh.
No, it's the beginning of the year, but how beginning are we talking?
Not that beginning. Oh, February 28th or 27th. Late February, actually.
Okay, that's good. No, that's way better. I thought we were looking like June, April, but okay, yeah, February. Cool beans. So I would now consider that's kind of close. That is good because the anniversary streams are a fucking goldmine for the future of the game. Because that's obviously was it the anniversary stream that they kind of elaborated on, not elaborated on the seasons, but they implied that they were. That was when they announced they're going to start changing things up, right?
Do you remember that guy
stream.
who's in our game? You'd like the top hat. Oh wait, hold on, Monkey, is this you?
No,
Did you post to the
I'm
Deep
doing
Rock
my own.
subreddit today? Like the
Oh,
fashion
yeah,
one.
Yeah.
It's you. It's
Yeah, I
you.
posted that. I posted that when
Yeah.
I woke up.
Your stovepipe hat guy.
I really like the new sideburns.
Oh
It's
god, I
nice.
immediately see someone who's got the double-bladed ice pickaxe with like the axe.
Yep, that's what I was thinking of. Yep,
Ass hat.
it looks
Because of its fucking galaxy
really
skin.
is.
it looks too good on me.
I guess we are.
DRG is the only thing I use fucking Reddit for. I don't know what else to do on that site.
Not really anything worth using it for, to be honest with you.
Yeah. I used it for a horror ARG and then it ended. So, ain't really much to use for.
Yeah.
Sick one.
I've been fighting these
plague
little fake
doctor.
enemies for a good 5 minutes.
Oh, right, that's what that guy did. Because he's a bastard. Get out of my face! With your modded fucking cosmetics.
One thing I did, like, someone modded the monochromatic onto the guns. And it's
Yeah,
like, why was
I'd
that
like
just
that.
in the past?
Yeah,
Why
because
wasn't
it would
that
make
in the
too much
past?
sense.
I wish that was like the height of our complaints about the game. I wish
It was.
I wish that was as high. Yeah, it used to be. That was it. Like, oh, the cosmetics are needlessly restricted, but it's really it's gone a lot further than that now. It's sad.
Scorpion mask still doesn't take color.
Oh, yeah, that fella.
I quite
just
like
written
that,
it
but it
off.
doesn't go with anything.
Ah, you see. You're wrong.
It goes with one singular thing.
I did it. I did. You can't take this away from me. I'm using a fucking forced colour beard and hat.
I'm looking at the stream. Man, I love Scout Gaming.
Oh,
This is copyright free.
what?
The jukebox, is it copyright free?
Let's see. I clicked the button. And it changed the song.
Uh-oh.
Why'd you turn it off?
Because it didn't change for me because I didn't press the button. Actually, not that matters for me. But still, fuck you. Piece of shit.
Oh yeah.
Does
you're-
it like keep turning that off or do you keep turning it back on?
What?
yeah, that gun reload.
It doesn't say on
Hulk Hogan
if you
had.
close the game. Which is really not very helpful.
Okay, after killing 100 little phage enemies.
What?
Oh my god, that took ages.
The hell, boy? I've not killed that many rock blocks lava. Oh, right. Let's figure out this works.
Also, that is a good gun loadout.
69 caretakers.
Nice.
Good lord. That feels like a low number of cave beaches.
Whoops, I clicked on mission types. It's life of phage outbreak. Are you a mission type? Why do you have your own category outside of warnings? Huh? Life of phage outbreak? If you're just a warning, then why have you got an entire page to yourself? If you're just a warning, why do you have your own page, huh? Come on, Life of Phage Outbreak. Spit it out.
There you go.
I'm a warning.
Wait,
This is
let
a
me look
fucking
at that.
page.
Missions, Leafoo Feech. Click it. Click the button. Get the thing.
Click the.
Foam and suck.
Click the.
My favorite mission type.
Omens suck.
Foam and suck.
Sneed.
It's more complicated than like fucking elimination. Actually, it's equal apparently.
Sneed's feed and seed.
Schneed and Schneed.
Well, see, the thing is, elimination is actually really it's only 2 steps. Arguably 1.
Yeah.
You look at industrial sabotage, it's like 6 steps. The 6th one is secure the data rack, leaving out calling the drop pod and escape, as if call the drop pod and escape are actually parts of it. Elimination, they bloated that explanation because it would literally just come down to 2 things if they didn't add in calling the drop pod and leaving. But industrial sabotage has got 6, and they leave out calling the drop pod and leaving. Same with escort duty, actually. And, well, no, okay, salvage up that works. It's fine. On-site refining, that's actually not right.
It's just so simple. Amazing.
Like, egg hunt, look at this shit. Locate the egg, dig it out, and deposit it. That's like 3 separate steps. I'm not sure I believe you. I'm not sure.
Thing is, though, is that, so if Life of Age was its own fucking game mode, it would actually be more complicated than the original ones. It would have more descriptions on how to do it than, like,
and they could make the whole
half in the
cave
fucking game modes. Pissed. That actually pisses me off. Like, I allow myself to get really fucking pissed at them for making Life of Age Outbreak a warning, because it's just an objectively bad idea. It was just a dumb, stupid decision that made everything worse. Like, because now we've had 2 warnings in a row.
That's the worst part about it for me.
Because we could have had game mode warning, game mode, and then you could fucking go warning again. Who cares at that point? Maybe we got a bit of a pattern, but now we had 3 seasons and we got 1 fucking game mode out of it and 2 pissing fucking warnings. And it shouldn't be that. We could have at least 2 fucking game modes or a new variant, which would be fucking amazing. But my expectations are kind of low on this. In this single aspect, I don't expect much from them, because clearly they are not willing to innovate the actual like foundation part of the game. They think it's perfect and like it's fine how it is, when clearly they've just proved that it isn't. It's restrictive and they're pushing past it already. So fucking sort it out, Ghost Ship. That's what I'm gonna fucking say to them on the anniversary stream. I get them to answer the question: in what universe is Life of Age Outbreak a fucking warning? And I'll put the F word in there, and it's not gonna get read and get banned, and it's gonna be a whole thing. But shut up.
You cannot be mean to Jacob.
That was good. Yeah.
What?
Pissed. Harry, are we doing a mission or not?
We're done, aren't we?
Exactly. What the fuck you just sat around for?
What do you mean?
What do you mean? What do you mean?
What am I going to do?
You're the host. You were going to say, all right, let's stop. Thank you all for watching.
Oh, that thing. Right.
Oh, I just got a viewer again. Well, thanks for clicking on the stream. But now
thanks for clicking on the stream. That's like the stupidest way of thanking. Like, thanks for clicking on the video.
That's what people do thank people for.
Wait, thank them for watching.
They didn't watch. They just appeared. All they had done was click on it.
Hey, don't say anything.
Well, tough. I wanted to thank them for the least they could do.
Eat my goal.
Oh.
Well, I want to see if people actually understand, like, what I'm saying with ending the stream, and see if they actually leave the stream before I end it. Got 4 viewers.
So
right
you
now.
basically
It just went up. It just went up.
You're doing that thing where you refuse to end a video / stream for no reason other than the fact that you just don't.
Harry likes to talk, and he can keep.
He
talking.
doesn't though. He doesn't even talk. He just sits there and doesn't end the video. Seriously, like I assume. I don't know if you've seen like the end of some videos, but it's just us sitting there in silence, waiting for Harry to press the fucking off button. Because I know if I respond, then he'll just double it up again, and it'll be like another half an hour before he fucking ends it. So I need to just sit there in silence before he realizes that the video is over. You can stop now. And I'm feeding into it right now because he's just sitting there like, haha, I don't have to press the off button because he's talking. You're a pillock, Harry, and you always do this.
Look at the stream. He's just sitting there.
You fucker. I will end you. That's it. I'm coming to your house. That's it. I'm going to knock on your window, and the stream will probably still be on by the time I get there.
What are you gonna do? Stop the stream?
Piece of shit. Hey.
Oh, it's weird though, because like it feels like we've been going for a lot longer than we have.
Yeah, those games felt tough, like constantly.
I mean, that first one was, but the thing is, when we got to
That
2
was
hours,
the
I thought
first
it.
thing.
When we got to 2 hours, it was like I felt like we'd been doing this for as long as we did yesterday, and even now it's nowhere near as long. We haven't got to 3 hours yet.
Yeah. I think it's
We
because
won't.
yesterday's still weighing on us. God. Yeah. Well, yeah, I mean, I finished my stream already. It's just up to Harry to finish. Yeah, press stop. But I don't know. I don't know. It's annoying that all we fucking end up talking about is negative stuff. But there's no point talking about the positive, because everyone knows it already.
I want to see some changes around here.
Yeah.
Just some sign.
Might make a Reddit post and then get downvoted. Shit.
Get downvoted because you didn't suck their dick.
Yeah, I
You didn't say
I
rock and
didn't-
stone.
Not
I
even
didn't
because
say,
you were necessarily negative. It's
oh,
because you
we're
didn't praise
rich.
them.
Yeah.
You didn't praise.
I'm gonna go. Look. If anyone's listening,
Still
and
going.
you're someone on Reddit who like, shut up, monkey. If you're someone on Reddit who like downvotes posts that criticize the game or whatnot, you're a fucking idiot. You're a dumb idiot, and you should go away. You should go.
There's this crazy thing
You are
called
doing the
feedback.
game no favors by shutting down criticism. Criticism comes from people who want to see it better because they like it. You fools. Use your brains.
I don't know one.
No, devs should only get positive feedback. That's how we get amazing games, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We're smarter than this. Except they're not.
You didn't put rock and stone, my golden dwarf.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
brother,
Hold on, I forgot. Sorry, Rock and Stone. Rock and Stone, everyone.
Rock and stone.
We're rich. We're rich. Please don't hurt us. We're rich.
We're rich.
Wait, that
we're,
sounds
we're,
bad.
We're rich.
That
We're
sounds
rich.
like
Actually,
a
you know what, I
rich
did
person
want to do
begging for
this.
their life.
But we can obviously. I wanted it after this, but I really wanted to do the Leprechaun song. Hold on. I
Oh,
need to
for
take a drink.
fuck's sake.
What is he doing now? Except he's not
Just
clicking end
leave,
stream
monkey.
yet.
It's gonna be a
Water
long
versus
one.
Leprechauns. It's not actually that. It's not a long song.
Extra 40 minutes.
We dig all day and drink all night. We never back down from a fight. Don't be down when if you're smart. We're dwarven men who love to fight. I know you boys don't make me laugh. You call that beer, it makes me bath. That piston stuff that's worse than shit. We're leprechauns, we drink it like. Every time I do this, I get to like the second verse and I feel like an idiot.
It took you that long?
And then like a few minutes later, I'll carry on. Except I won't. I'll just do it to myself. All right. I am.